The door must be closed. All right, we've got everything working in its proper order. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. This is the Aloha Hour, and you are here with me and my family. I hope you like to see weird things happening to me.
I am not.
And my daughter playing with 12 pounds of goo. All right. Let's drop the link out there for folks to see if anybody in the Twitter sphere,
You just assumed that.
I assume they're humanity, would like to drop in, say hello, how you doing, what you know, what's going on with you today? Because we're just chilling. Sorry. Let me look. Hold on. I'm looking over here when I should be looking over here. Okay, close. I hope everyone's doing just swimmingly today. Is this light working? This light is working. All right, I'm going to use this as a fill light because this no light just seems weird. All right. Let's get over to my channel. Oh, I could just refresh that, I guess.
I like the other one.
Okay, go put your goo away. Ow! Eden wants to know from all y'all, 32 people watching up.
Wow.
Nasser's in bed. That's fine, Nasser. You don't have to be here. I didn't wake you up for this. Mike woke me up for this. I didn't wake you up, Nasser. Just go to sleep, mister.
Nasser, have a video for you.
Nasser, Elijah has a video for you. And we brought our own dancing monkeys.
I'm not monkey.
You no monkey. You are no monkey.
I'm no monkey.
Evening, Hugh and Yoda and P Money. Kyle. Hi, Kyle. How do you say do Kyle? K-Y-L-E. With your hands.
In sign language?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't
Shark.
know.
This is silent.
Hi, Kyle.
Sign.
Twisted Trickster, Devilson Burn, Nasser, Serena,
This is shark.
and Felix. What is up, my peoples? My peoples. My people.
This is shark for
Actually,
sign
this doesn't
language.
seem like it's bright enough. Should I turn this one on? Is that too bright? Is that too bright? How did this not win? This drives me nuts. Actually, Elliot's is really good too. So I just don't understand how Malin's came in second. Anyways, Eden would like to know what you guys would want her to draw for tomorrow's auction.
Fortnite.
Fart night. Can you hand me my drink before you knock it over with your elbow? You want to sit here too? I don't think you can. Yeah.
It was terrible.
Ow.
Sit on me.
Guys,
Ow.
this is
Right, you're my little girl. You can sit on my lap. My little girl can sit on my lap. Heartsnite, Devil Sunburn says. Heartsnite. I don't even know what Heartsnite is. A picture of that Parker kid. Nobody would bid on that. Trust me.
Let Eden sleep.
They
It's
would
only
burn it.
9:45.
I know, right?
Put up the
Cat Lone Star.
I have a painting of Parker.
Come Star.
Do you want me to go get my?
What do you mean? You
Parker
made him a
painting?
character in your little heart.
No,
It's
No,
so
no,
obviously
no.
Parker. It's
No.
painfully.
No, my water
Obviously
in my sketchbook. I have a
Parker.
watercolor of Anime Club.
All right, go get it.
Well, I'm not gonna sell
So
that.
many drops right now.
Oh, she's not gonna sell it though.
I sell everything I own.
Is Edwin on? He's not here. I sent him the invite. He might be working or sleeping or eating or living out somewhere beyond.
The comics.
Stella, à toi.
Well, wouldn't it be rather
Cidre.
creepy
If the internet bought a picture of me and my friends.
Yeah, but those are my fans.
Anime club.
Okay, I just got
Anime Club.
They can't. It's
They
not
can see it.
focusing very well.
It's fine. Let me see.
Back when I had long hair.
I need this beer. It's not beer. It's
And then
Cidre. How goes the packing? Asks Comics. Well, my back is not enjoying this. This process is not good for my back.
and then there's when we dressed up in the 1920s as 1920s people. And it's not focusing very well, I don't think.
Nadia.
That's me, and that's Parker. And those are more of our classmates. Oh, there's Ariana.
There you go.
They said that is really good. All right,
They
so
can't see it, it's all blurry.
guys, we need a subject matter for Eden to start working on for tomorrow's Friday night auctions. So she can make money and
If Eden draws Lone Star Cat as a cat, she'll bid. Why would I bid?
his wife will bid.
Make Lone Star's cat. I'll get to it.
Ruth will bid.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
She doesn't know you guys. Sorry. I'm sorry, P Money. I'm sorry, Ruth. It's embarrassing.
I don't know. Ruth. I don't know.
That's really good.
What's up, Muskie, Elon, and Egg Chan?
Can she draw me the Beatles?
I got
The Beatles.
I
Like real Beatles
could,
or
but
like-
why would I? Parker looks like he is up to no good. What's new?
If you ask her to draw,
Eden do cat Lone Star. I don't really draw cats anymore.
how about Professor Xavier?
I would draw James McAvoy any day.
She loves James McAvoy. I don't get
I
it.
already drew a page full of James
So does
McAvoy.
mommy.
I know. James McAvoy. Nasser Rabati said he'd pay.
Parker
for
looks
what?
the most girly in that 1920s. He does not look. He looks not girly in that picture.
Happy
That burp was
classic.
disgusting. Michael Pernesti, all burps are disgusting. Is there a burp like a girl?
The Wasp and the Agents of Girl. I'm only drawing people I both know and like.
Yes. So whatever you guys want, that's got nothing to do with what Eden will draw.
What?
Think of it as a commission. They can come up with something that you want.
Draw all comics. I just said I don't really draw cats. I would draw cats,
Oh crap.
I guess.
You're nasty, Mike.
Eden, my
Better
character
out than in, I always
show.
say.
If
I was
people,
paying attention.
if
Paying attention. You pay attention.
Can you draw Cecil?
commissions are
If you did a
$40,
Cecil.
okay.
Oh yeah, if you did
Do a
Cecil, that would
Cecil.
Sell immediately.
Do a Cecil. Do a Cecil as Totoro.
Doing Cecil's fun too.
Or Totoro as Cecil.
What?
You know who Cecil is, right? You've watched
Yeah.
a million hours of this stuff. You know
I
who
haven't.
Cecil
I
is.
never watch your streams.
No one does.
Yeah, no one does.
But if you do Cecil,
Only Mommy and Eric.
if you did Cecil, people would, and like do a watercolor Cecil. How many of you would bid on a watercolor Cecil? Type 1.
Everyone puts
Type
one.
1.
Type 1.
What's so hard to understand about that?
Wait for 10 seconds.
Oh, time.
Type 1.
Ah,
No, Mike is not drinking an IPA. Mike does not drink or touch or smell IPAs. IPAs are disgusting. Look at all the people who
What
want
do
you
you
to
got
do
against
Cecil.
IPA?
draw something really easy. Cecil riding a giant cat. Draw Totoro.
Totoro.
It's
Totoro.
Totoro.
Totoro passed out with a rum bottle.
He used the SMG.
Zero. Nude or clothed.
Everybody wants you to do Cecil on a unicorn.
Oh,
Eden, if you do Cecil on a unicorn, I guarantee you get at least $200.
Start off at $200.
Right, guys? What do you think? A watercolor Cecil on a unicorn, $200
sell
easy,
up,
right?
Sell up, sell up, sell up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes,
It'd be cool.
Cecil riding a unicorn on the flat earth.
No, Cecil
In the
have a
Caribbean.
cake.
In the Caribbean.
What is this?
It's cider.
Draw a cat Lone Star. Okay,
Smell
maybe
good?
I'll do cat Lone Star next week.
Cecil. Cecil.
Cecil on a unicorn. Easy money. 500. Alec Munoz says it'll go to 500.
I'll do it.
Yay! But then it's
Okay,
not
good night. Okay, I don't know.
Later, Nasser.
$1,000.
Hey there. Here I.
Go get
Oh,
$10,000.
I am here. Never mind. A fat unicorn. Yes. Cecil on a fat unicorn.
That has diabetes.
Like a rhino. Do like
Yeah,
a rhino
rhinos in
unicorn.
it.
Not like a real unicorn.
Oh no.
Get money for the
Cecil on
college
a
fund.
jet unicorn.
I know
College.
what IPA is, man. Oh, IPA is it's this disgusting, overly hoppy beer. I just hate it. Cecil on a unicorn. Everyone wants Cecil on a unicorn. Come on, just do it. Go do it. Go, 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 go.
I don't know what Cecil is.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Hey, don't put them on.
Elijah, could you? Oh, you're on the computer. Get your computer, and I'll find you pictures of Cecil. He's here. This one.
Well, I did be on them quickly. It's just like, okay.
Yeah, it's Dom DeLuise with the mask on.
I don't know who Tom is.
Dom DeLuise. Oh my gosh, how have I failed this child so much? Fat Cecil on a little unicorn. Oh, that'd be even funnier. Like a little,
He's dying.
like a rocking horse, a unicorn rocking horse. Rocking horse. Oh, that would be so fun. I might do that.
Like Daddy.
Oh yeah. Like a Shetland pony unicorn.
There
Bad
goes
word,
Sebastian.
Big fat guy. With that, except make him cute. You know the way you do stuff.
Don't drop.
Make a fat drunk cake.
Make sure he's got a bottle of booze in one hand.
His nose is just sitting there.
Well, if I don't get to do this, they're gonna.
Watch this.
Miller, if I commissioned a family portrait of mine, hero style, how much? I am not taking commissions right now, man. I got way too much to do. Sorry, David. Am I distracting you with my window to my world streaming all day long? With ice in it. No, beer helmet. Well, I'll just let her do what she's going to do. Andrew, this is family time. You know what we did for family time?
Work.
We worked. We filled envelopes. Or, yeah.
Like little slaves.
Like little slaves.
Hey, you didn't do anything.
Isaac did. He packed some of
Yeah,
the cards into
But
the...
not for family time.
No, like
yeah. you weren't
yesterday
there
I
with family
did.
time.
Yesterday I just did tons and tons of just like.
I just did tons and tons.
He did tons and tons.
It was
Tons.
tremendous.
Too much to do. Streams 12 hours a day. I've not streamed 12 hours a day.
I
Let me
did
go
a
out there.
tremendous
What'd you
amount of
say?
You know
work.
how much it sucks sitting at that table packing freaking envelopes? Man, alive. I don't mind sitting at a desk drawing all day,
I
but
am so
packing,
glad I am not you.
stuffing envelopes all day is such a... It's sweatshop work, man. It's... I mean, I appreciate it. Did you get flooded from all the rain? No, but man, alive, it was raining like crazy. It was raining like a quarter inch or 3/4 of an inch an hour for most of the day. They got like 9 inches up in North County, and it was only like halfway through the day, 14 hours a day. Mike, you could do Cecil as Ice Cube in Wiki Glass, as Iron Man was depicted a while ago. Whiskey glass? Oh, Ice Cube's in a whiskey glass. Gotcha. You aren't a slave if you have a roof over your head. Free food, rent free. LOL. Yeah. Poor little feller. Sorry, I need to lean back. My back is just wrecked from that stupid chair. I think if I'm doing this for a month, I packed up over 200 units today. So
No, replace your Tommy gun.
I've got 2,600 packages.
You should hit it again. It's great for the string stretches. You can go through doors.
Wow, is someone really calling me?
The,
Hello? Yep.
I call what's inside. Here. Oh,
Yeah.
Here, I got
Steve Miller?
Why'd you get the shield?
Look at how fast it is.
Shield. Look up the distance.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Let me put you up.
Fireworks.
Apparently, we have a call.
Hey, honestly, I didn't think it would go through.
Yeah, I happen to have it plugged in. So everybody, Stephen Miller, everybody. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. Once again, I'm super surprised to get through. Like,
Yeah, I didn't even remember that my phone was still plugged in, but you're welcome to be on the show.
I appreciate it so much. Hey, do you remember months and months ago, I paid you $20 to play Five Nights at Freddy's?
To play it?
Yeah, do you chance? I mean, this was a while ago.
When we were doing family game night?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember it specifically, but I remember the
Wait, what?
You're the one little guy. And then again, I can't hear what you're saying. I'm getting caught off guard.
Oh no, I said I remember. Can you guys hear the
Let me take it off your phone. All right, there.
Yeah. Can you stop making the noise, please?
The noise.
The noise. Yeah, I remember playing Five Nights at Freddy. I don't remember all the super chats we got in, but I appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to ask you, Mike.
Yeah.
So what? All right. So I was a big fan. Going back. I'm nervous again.
Don't worry about it.
Because Meg was a big, I liked the book a whole lot. And then people were saying there was controversy with you and Meg. Like, yeah, the book Meg, the comic book Meg, and then the book Meg.
Well, it wasn't so much a controversy. It was just kind of a problem with the previous publisher and me not getting paid, and the other artists on the book not getting paid. And so I worked out a deal with Steve Alton, the writer, where I took control of the license myself. And so now I am going to be trying to pump up that Indiegogo, themegcomic.com, for anyone who hasn't already picked it up. Go to themegcomic.com. And yeah, so I'll be taking care of it now, and hopefully it'll all be good.
That's awesome. Like, I really just didn't know, because I was a huge fan of the book when it came out, and I knew that it was supposed to be made as a movie, like basically from the time it was written. Like they had the guy had sold it, Steve Brown had sold it off, and it was a pretty big deal. Since like 1997, they were trying to sell that off as a movie.
Yeah, there was some director who just really, really wanted to do it. I don't know why that fell through, but hey, it got done eventually.
Well, I just want to say that I think that your artwork was so great for it, and like, of course, there were things that were left out. Like the thing that was so cool about the book, that it was written like cinema. It was written almost as a cinema. It was like a cinematography. Like it was the way it was shot, almost like the way it was written was almost like a movie that should have been shot. Like the way, like he killed the fucking shark at the end of the
language.
Sorry,
Steve.
I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Apologize. The way he kills the shark at the end of the book, being inside of it. And
Yeah, no spoilers. No spoilers for people who haven't read the comic yet.
Oh, sorry. Well, let me just say this. It is the coolest ending of anything I've ever read or seen in my life. And like when I went and I saw the movie first day, opening in theaters, hoping that I would see that amazing ending. You know, like this thing that like the only way a person could ever, you know, possibly kill a 60, 70-foot shark. You know, but hopefully, yeah, what happens in the comic and what happens in the book. But anyway, man, so what, do you just keep this phone hooked up? Like,
well, I don't usually. Usually I only plug it in. It's only for this show. So I usually just plug it in if I'm going to use it. But
well,
I had it plugged in.
Well, apparently you did. And I do appreciate it. And, I mean, I feel stupid as hell, but also privileged. I feel very privileged to be able to talk to you. Like, dude, Injustice is, you know, like, you're a really super great artist, and I love the way you draw many things. I don't want to go into a lot of stuff, but man, it's so awesome to like, talk to you and everything.
Well, thanks, brother. I appreciate that.
One, I don't know. I get so nervous whenever this I can't. You know, I'm like, you ever seen the movie A Christmas Story?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, you know what? I have not actually watched that entire movie.
Well, there's a part when the kid gets sick. He gets sat up on Santa Claus's lap, and he can't remember what he wants for Christmas.
Yeah, I saw that part.
Every time.
Yeah.
That's how I feel every time I talk to y'all. Like, I have so much, like, I've been listening to y'all. I've been a fan of you for a long time, and I've been listening to y'all for 2 or 3, you know, about a year and a half, you know, and I can't ever think anything to say whenever. Well,
you filled up lots of time tonight. That's cool.
Yeah, randomly. Yeah. That's crazy. Indeed, Mike. Indeed. You guys are awesome. I love you all to death. And I live in Louisiana, by the way. I'm a Southerner. My heart and.
Yeah, my nephew used to live in Alexandria.
Oh yeah, I used to ride dirt bikes in Alexandria in Forest Hills. Like, I lived all across between Texas and Louisiana, and I lived in Detroit for a little while.
Yeah, so I've been out to Alexandria once. Gosh, what was it? 1998 or something like that.
But they got a lot of plants in Alexandria. Like a I don't know, what do they call those things where they have flowers and shit?
Language, Steven, language.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mike and family, I'm sorry, Mike family. Hey, and your kids are super funny on the strings, by the way. Like, they're super funny.
Yeah.
That's why we
there's Eden.
What?
Oh, I got a caller. Say hi.
I was looking for paper. I can't find it.
Well, I don't think I have it in here. All right, Stephen. Well, thanks for calling in. We're going to run out now.
Hey, Mike. Thank you so much for taking my call. I appreciate it. You're a great artist, and good luck to Meg and everything else.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for being a fan, too.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right, that was fun and unexpected. Muerta says for $5, draw Cecil as caretaker of the Rancor, but instead of the Rancor, draw Salamandroid to piss off Ethan. You know, that's a lot more stuff that Eden doesn't know than I think she'd probably be comfortable drawing. So, say hi, blank stare. What kind of paper would you like, Eden?
Do you have watercolor paper? Paper.
I don't know where my watercolor paper is.
Isaac, go get me one.
Then just normal bristles.
I have like 9 by 12 or what?
I cut it anyway.
You realize on the air.
What's this portal do?
Where's all the Bristol board?
You used them.
This might be. Nope, that's not. Is that watercolor paper? This is we can at least keep them occupied. Hey, watercolor paper.
Hey, you never finished Gara.
I never finished Gara. Sorry.
Gara, that's about it.
Finish Gara.
I'll just go do something else.
How big do you want?
It's up to you, honey. You're gonna have to ship it, so just do your thing. Liam, did you see my Facebook post about Battle Angel? No, I did not. Liam, sorry. Cool. Me likey. Sure love a free pass. Suck it, guys. She likes me. Everybody likes you, Kyle. Somebody type that to Kyle. I don't know. Kyle, can you read lips? Can you understand what I am saying if I speak slowly and clearly enough? Oh, hey. So tonight, for those who are not following me on Twitter, JoJo decided to buy. JoJo's gone on. What the heck? Since we got this new TV, I went to Target last month and got a new TV. And JoJo has apparently been going because it's a smart TV. So I did the smart thing and I hooked it up to my Amazon account because we watch our shows, different shows and stuff. We've been binging Vikings. Thank you, boy. Thank you, boy. And so Josiah, our youngest, the special needs one, has been buying movies. So far, he's bought Frozen, plus bonus features.
That's my jam.
Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom. Hotel Transylvania 2. Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Hotel Transylvania, 4K UHD. Goosebumps 2, 4K UHD. Goosebumps 2, normal. The House with the Clock in Its Walls. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. And again, somehow, The House with the Clock in Its Walls.
I think he rented it and then bought it.
So, yeah, something like $200 worth of
That's the cost of it.
world-class entertainment. That's all since, let's see, since January 22nd. So what's that, 3 weeks? No, they won't give me a refund. Elric, some of these are $20. $20 when you buy movies, they're $20. So yeah. That kid. I tried to buy one of the cheapest TVs I could get. Target doesn't have like the $200 TVs anymore. They don't, and so now it's like the cheapest TV I could find. Well, it's not the cheapest one, but it was like the best deal I could find, and now it just cost me an extra $200. So he'll just have to make JoJo ship 1,000 comics to get him to pay back. What was that? Water?
He bottled it.
Please don't flip bottles of water. Room full of computers.
I love the emphasis on computers. You must really like them.
I like them to work because they're not covered in water. Through what service? Amazon. That was Amazon. Hope the auction helps you get your $200 back. Yeah. Thank you. Dr. Fantastic dropped $80 on Meg, so that's like 3 movies. Yay! Yeah.
He likes to cry.
Yeah, his movies.
What? Toy boy.
Hey, yeah.
That my daddy's.
You know
toy
what?
boy.
It's bedtime. Why don't you two go to bed?
My daddy's a toy boy.
Bed. You better auction more art on Friday night. I honestly think
Oh, you guys.
I don't know how long. I mean, I'd like to keep new artists coming in on Friday night auctions. I don't think like I'm gonna have the user base to be like continuously selling that well at the auctions. Cubstadon asks, did you figure out how to get the books to the troops? Yes. So what I had to do was call Operation Paperback. I ended up shipping the books over to Ben Hennessy's warehouse in Florida. I got a list of different USOs and VA hospitals who accept books and comics for shipping and for whatever. And so from Hennessy's warehouse, they will be shipping them all to like, I don't remember, it's 24, 30 different locations or something like that. So, you know, whatever that costs, I don't know, but we'll figure that out. Hey, Blacklist Universe, draw Starblade's cover for me someday. You got it, Kyle. If you did, kick it up to the next level. Nick W, what am I missing? Oh, did you call Amazon and tell them what happened? I didn't. I texted with Amazon, and did somebody just burp behind me? And they said I'm screwed. So, but then somebody else was like, I should talk to a supervisor or something. I'll try to deal with it tomorrow. I don't want to. Actually, I would think the USO could distribute them. I would think the USO could too. Here's the problem. So I talked to someone at the USO when I was making all these great plans to send stuff to the USO, and I talked to somebody, and they said, "Well, you want to send them to the Arlington, Virginia USO is the one that deals with overseas distribution." I called the Arlington USO, and I told them I had 3,000 comic books I wanted to send to them so that they could distribute them out to the troops who are deployed overseas. They said, that's great. Send them with a note that says for distribution, for overseas distribution or something. I can't remember exactly what the note. I did exactly what I was told. The shipment got to the USO in Arlington, Virginia, and they were stopped at the gate, and they said that we did not order this package and we do not accept books. And I'm like, you just told me to do all this stuff. It cost me $800 just to ship them to Arlington, Virginia. Now I have to pay to ship them to Florida. And then I have to pay to ship them in individual packages to 20 or 30 different USO and VAs around the country. So, yeah. See, I thought I was being generous because I only got orders for about 2,700 books, and I paid for the additional 300 or 400 books so that I could round it up to 3,000 books to send to the troops. And then I didn't calculate that I had to pay $800 for shipping. And I'm like, and now I have to pay the additional shipping and then the additional shipping. But I had some guys. I mentioned this the other day on a stream, and some guys donated to my donation link, and really helped mitigate a lot of the pre-existing costs. So yeah, it was very helpful. So I don't know what the total is going to be. I won't know until after we get the numbers for shipping it to all the other places around the country, but it has been highly mitigated, and so I do appreciate everyone who pitched in for that. Actually, David, you're in here, right? David, I believe, is the one that pitched in the lion's share. Now, what do you need?
Did my tape in here?
No, I couldn't find your tape. I was looking for it and I couldn't find it, so it's obviously not in here. But you can use Scotch tape. Scotch tape lifts off very easily. Is that a mosquito?
You didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
Okay, bye.
No, there's a mosquito.
Okay, bye.
This is essentially government efficiency. Yeah, that's. I know, right? These are the people you want handling your healthcare. Aloha, custom Elvis. I'm glad good people were here to help you. You guys are really awesome. Yeah, we've got a great community, man. So many generous people, so many helpful people. I'm just glad to be a part of all this. You know, I thank everyone for being here and everyone for being so generous. I know, not fast enough. You know what the problem was? I didn't have any chopsticks. If I had chopsticks, that mosquito would have been mine. Call Obama. He'll kill that mosquito for you. Why is that hidden? Call Obama. He'll kill that mosquito for you. And for some reason, YouTube's algorithm what's the word? Put on that or whatever. David Peterson doing the Lord's work. Yeah, brother. I could do with caffeine about now. Yeah, I could do with a back rub about now. But Obama would say, "You didn't draw that." No, sir, you didn't draw that. That was somebody else. Someone else drew that. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. What are I like to go to Facebook. I don't like to go to Facebook to talk anymore, but I'm super paranoid that a mosquito is going to just sneak up on me and bite me somewhere. Who's that? Someone is entering. It's Gary Shipman!
Hey, Mike.
Hi, Gary Shipman.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you, brother?
I'm doing really good.
Excellent. He's not lying. Gary Shipman does not lie.
Yeah, I do.
What?
Lied about lying.
How can I trust you if you tell me that you lie?
Just being honest.
How can I trust that you're being honest if you're telling me that you lie?
Just being honest. I don't. It's not my problem to make you feel like you can trust me.
It's not about feelings, Gary.
Yes, it is.
Knowing that I can trust
No one in comments.
you. How can you trust someone who lies, Gary?
I don't.
You don't lie?
I don't trust liars.
Exactly.
I don't trust myself.
You're confusing me.
I'm just messing with you.
Ah, this guy. So what's going on, buddy?
Just drawing, whatnot.
Samurai Sid says, Mr. G-Ship, I don't have to bug Mike for subs anymore. I know, you're over 1,000. How's that holding up?
I guess good.
What are you up to now?
1,000.
Now that you've beaten that first 1,000.
1,025 now.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
It's that first 1,000 I hear that is the most difficult.
Sure. Yeah. We'll see. I haven't gotten any more than 1,000, so maybe the next 1,000 will be even harder.
What do you mean? You have 1,025 now?
I know, but 2,000. That first 1,000 you said is the hardest. Maybe
Yeah,
the
and that extra 25 just fell into your lap, right?
It did.
Well, come on then. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Praise be the Lord.
So what are you doing here all alone?
I'm not alone. I got my family right here.
Yeah.
It's like they never leave. What do I?
Yeah, but there's only like what 3 or 4 in there right now. So that's sort
There's
of
only
like
2 in
lonely.
here. Right now, there's only 2 in here. Eden was in here earlier, but she's been given an assignment for tomorrow's auction. She's gonna do a Cecil riding a unicorn.
Okay. She's lucky, I guess.
Because she's been given an assignment.
No, I'm being see, this is part
Are
of
you
the
lying?
This is the lying part.
You're lying to me again. Oh
I
my
am.
goodness.
See, I'm good at it, dude.
I can't take it, man. I can't take it. I trust you, man. You're breaking my heart. Oh my gosh, we've got a call. I think somebody went back and found the number. All right.
Oh my gosh, we've got a call.
It's the Aloha Hour. Turn your radio off, please.
I just did. This is Black Wolf Senpai.
Black Wolf, what's up, man?
Hey, now I'm in here.
You are in here.
Yeah, so it's just me, you, and the kids. So it's a party.
And Gary.
And Gary.
That's
Hi.
right. We are partying now. Here, let me move the mic up so you can hear Gary. All right. Shh.
So are you trying to use all kinds of technology?
I am a technology master. I have a cordless phone with a speaker next to my microphone, and then next to the speaker, so that we can all talk together.
Yeah, we're all working high tech tonight, aren't we?
That is correct.
Wow.
Pretty fancy stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Gary, enjoyed the artwork tonight. I was over there on your page when you were live doing the drawing. It was excellent.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
Where's my?
Even though you was robbed, you should have won, sir.
Wait, won what?
The competition.
There was a competition?
What? Maybe I'm not understanding either.
You mean drawn and quartered?
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking to me or Gary?
Gary.
Gary hasn't been on drawn and quartered for a while.
I got tired of drawing quarters.
Wah, 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 wah.
Oh, okay. I'm
where's my
mistaken. I'm sorry.
Clip?
Oh.
I think it's a weird glitch.
Well, go get it. Why are you taking my stuff? Kids are always taking my stuff, man. Because you always taking my stuff, man. It's my stuff, and you taking it. These kids today. No, see, I was the one that was robbed, Black Wolf.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I had to stop you real quick. I had to refresh my page and keep it bound. Sorry.
Mommy took it.
Mommy took it now. Right. All right. I don't want to hold this phone the whole time. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Ah. If I'm taking calls. So what'd you do, Black Wolf? Go back to an earlier episode and look up the number or something?
Oh, your number from the other night. I got it saved in my phone.
Oh. Well, that'll work.
Oh, that
Elliot.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey. There we go.
Did you see my drawing I sent you?
Which one was that?
That was the one of the Goblin Slayer, which I took the drawing that you posted of your character, and then I superimposed my drawing of Goblin Slayer.
I'm not sure. Was that on Twitter?
Yeah, it was on Twitter. I sent it to you through a private message, or I posted it, one of the two.
How long ago?
I do so much work, it's probably hard to remember.
Yeah. Hey, Elliot.
What's going on, brother?
I'll repost it again on your
Yeah,
page.
yeah, post it again.
I didn't want to interrupt your conversation there.
Hello, Elliot.
That's right.
Hey, Mr. Shipman, how are you, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sleepy. We had an eventful Valentine's Day with the family, and
Oh,
I'm feeling like I need to crash soon. But,
and Valentine's Day is for sucks.
dude, I'm telling you. But no, how you guys doing?
Doing well. We've got Black Wolf Senpai on the phone.
Hey, what's up, Black Ball? How you doing?
Oh, dude, fine. What about you, sir? You have an excellent night?
What was the last part? I missed that.
I said, are you having an excellent night?
Brother, I'm always excellent. Even when I don't deserve it, I'm excellent.
Eventful.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go,
All right, brother.
and let y'all come in and speak to y'all tonight.
All right, man. Thanks.
All right. Y'all have a blessed one.
All right, you too.
You too, man.
Bye.
Random call-ins on Aloha Hour.
That's
Ethan's in the chat.
Hello, Ethan.
Hello, Ethan.
Man,
Hello, Ethan.
Man, Skeevers.
So, Elliot, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. We had a good paranormals episode. It was fun. The crowd was definitely having a good time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
we had. Yeah, so we saw you hop in there.
Yeah, I hopped in early, but
Yes,
then I was packing stuff in the living or in the kitchen. So,
How is your fulfillment going, Mike?
oh, so
What? What you cut out?
it's so much fun.
Have you
No,
incorporated your family for help? Or are you doing it all?
yes. We had a nice little what do you call it?
Mandatory slave labor.
Mandatory slave labor, my son calls it. I'd call it like, one person doing one thing, one person. So we had like 4 people doing different
Assembly
jobs.
line.
Assembly line. Thank you. My brain just. So yeah, we got over 200 packages packed up today. Don't have the labels printed out yet, but
Dude, that's incredible. 200?
yeah,
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
indeed. Ethan, what are you doing out there, all by your lonesome? So you've completed what? You've completed one Indiegogo, right, Gary?
Yeah,
And did you fulfill the whole thing already?
I did.
And how fun was that?
It was awesome to get it fulfilled and be done with it,
Yeah.
It
How
kind of
long?
went smooth. It was good.
How long did it take?
Like a month.
Oh my gosh. And how many orders did you have?
I have to go look. I didn't have nearly as many as you. We would do like maybe 10 a day, maybe 15 a day.
Yeah, that would take me way too long.
Yeah, right. But I fulfilled to the day, dude. The day that I said that I was going to do it, and I had to actually go to out of town.
Rub it in, Shipman. Rub it in.
To go. Yeah, I know, right? But it was awesome. It was awesome.
Too fun.
So yeah,
Yeah.
my extended version Indiegogo campaign has like 2 days left.
Oh, okay. Cool. You should post that up. Yeah, somebody in the chat says Zach did 200 a day himself. Zach just had posters and books. What I'm doing with the dog tags, and it's a whole extra. Actually, the whole dog tag part takes probably as long as bagging and boarding and packing and all that stuff by itself. So it like doubles the time it takes to do a single package. So when I'm doing the dog tag tiers, that'll go much faster. So I'll probably be able to get, I don't know, with the kids, probably get 300 or 400 a day done.
Do you have like original drawings to do?
That's awesome.
I already did those. Oh wait, except for some of the remarks. But I did all the here. I can show you. Well, this isn't all of them, but here's a handful of them. So, actually, this is not one of them because I think I might sell this one on Friday Night Auctions because it's more than a.
I thought that was the one you were going to send me.
No. So we've got headshot or busts.
Those are remarks, you call them?
No, these are the bust sketches.
Okay.
So I did bust and torso sketches. So these are all busts. Oh. Okay, maybe I haven't done all my torsos. Maybe
So
I
what's
intended
what's
to
a
be a torso.
remark?
A remark is just when you do a drawing, like, in Sharpie or something on the actual regular cover.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How many of those do you have to do?
What's with all the quizzes? I don't know how many. Look it up later.
Well, look
It's
it up
supposed
now.
to be
Mike.
Aloha hour.
I don't want to look it up, man. Leave me alone.
He's still in the middle of Aloha-ing.
That's right. I'm alone.
Olive Garden is overrated.
Olive Garden?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just plates of pasta.
They lowered their quality from what
How would you even remember?
it's
We like hard.
last time I went there was crap food.
I don't even remember the last time we went to
Their
Olive Garden.
breadsticks are crap.
I think you were like 2 the last time we went to Olive
The
Garden.
last time I went was like
Wow.
less than
With who? Oh, really?
All right. I'm
Yeah,
trying to. Oh, there it is.
What? Elliot, are you having a UFO encounter?
No, I'm trying to redo a load up
Reconstitute.
of the sketchbook, and I'm trying to figure out if it's worth using, and it's free to install on my desktop. So I'm trying to figure out what happened. I have it on my phone, but I don't have it here on my desktop. So I want to try to mess around with it a little bit. Because if I can record myself drawing stuff, that'll help me to make some of my daily videos. I'm trying to do something different now. I'm trying to do. I don't know if you've had a chance to see the videos I posted recently. I'm doing like these little, just like 10-minute drawings, the sketches, and then I'll put a little visual commentary with my face on it. I'll record my face talking, record my teeth, chattering, and actually that sounds like fun. But just to try to change it up a little bit and just do my daily commentary like that. Just keep it to 10 minutes and keep rolling so I can try to. But I find those videos take a while, man. Even the 10-minute videos, they're not simple.
You need to do shorter videos, like 2-minute videos that you can post up to your Instagram followers to get them to your YouTube page.
I've been doing that. No, you can only do 1 minute videos on Instagram.
Well, 1 minute then.
Yeah, I've been doing that too. What I've been doing is I've been doing like shorter versions of the videos I post. Like I do like a clip of the longer video on there. But anyway, yeah, I'm doing all that stuff. I'm just trying to figure out more efficient ways to work so I can stay busy doing everything else that I want to do. Also, okay, here we go. Just change my password. And then
All
also
right,
try to, make it more profitable either way, I'm learning, man. I'm learning. I'm trying to be like you guys.
It's all a learning curve, man.
Yeah, Ethan was one that's inspired me with the shorter videos. I like his shorter videos. Like, oh yeah, those are cool. It's like, all right, because people don't want to see me talking as long as they thought they did. Like
They want to see me,
they like you,
right, guys? You don't want 10-minute mic videos. Those are.
And then I did one. I did one with like.
So hold on a second. Here's Black Wolf Senpai. This is what he was talking about. He sent me. What do you say? It's a Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer. Based on my Lone Star drawing. Black Wolf, very good. All right, what were you gonna say, Elliot? Elliot.
Yeah. What happened?
What were you saying?
Oh yeah. So then I got a video demonetized.
What?
And it was a video of my hands, like drawing hands, and I don't know what I did wrong.
You didn't draw with your feet.
No, it's like I was just sketching hands, and it's a 10-minute video, and it says that it's not advertiser friendly. So I said, I wonder why. I wonder what I did. So I
Was there
posted
music on it?
Huh?
Was there music on it?
I mean, I have nothing different than other ones I have. I have like 9 seconds of a little tune, and I just keep rolling. So I don't know if it's maybe it. I don't know. I need 1,000 views on it. I'm not trying to, force people to do that for me, but I need 1,000 views before they can manually review it. So I want to see what they say.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't get that many views yet on my stuff. I get it. I get a pretty decent number, but I don't get that high. So I'm working on it. So we'll see.
Oops. I missed. Oops. Hold on a second. I gotta fix something. Just trying to make. It's McGee. You're a moderator now. There were like no mods in here. No mod. Why do you guys insist on making so much bloody noise?
This is the most annoying hat in the world, and put it on the computer.
It's not annoying. Beautiful.
Nice.
Shall we get into tinfoil hat theories?
Thank you, Paulus. I appreciate that.
My children don't appreciate me.
I appreciate you, Mike.
Thanks, brother. Jerry, do you appreciate me?
I'm not one of your children.
You're lying. You're lying to me again. I can never trust you again. Hello, Ethan.
I'm Mike S. Miller.
How are
I
you?
want to issue an apology.
Oh, you're forgiven.
What's up, Ethan?
Hi,
Hey,
Elliot.
Ethan.
How you doing? Gary Shipman's in here too.
Yeah,
Mike, I owe you an apology.
Hey, brother. You don't even have to say it.
Mike.
Mike.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Hi. It's okay. You don't have to say it. I
No,
forgive you.
I do. I do have to say it, Mike. I'm sorry. I owe you an apology. You reached out to me and you said, Ethan, can we promote the Meg on Comic Artist Pro Secrets, Comicsgate Live? And I said, yes. No, I didn't say that. I said, yes, Queen Slay.
Yes, that's what you said. You seemed quite enthusiastic.
That's a binding oath. Yes, Queen Slay.
Yeah.
But Mike, what I didn't realize was that it was Valentine's Day. Do you understand?
It was indeed Valentine's Day.
Yes, it was. And a man has obligations on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we never do anything on Valentine's Day.
That's too bad.
We usually do something before or after because Valentine's Day itself is usually just a cluster stup.
Well, you've already made all your children. So I guess that makes sense, Mike. But some of us do still do things on Valentine's Day.
It's true. It's true.
Yes.
I'll take her out for lunch tomorrow.
That is important. By the
like,
way,
yeah, it's like, you know, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, those days when it's just impossible to get a table anywhere. It's like, freaking kill me.
well, you got to plan ahead, Mike.
I'm not good at that. I don't know if you've recognized that about me.
Yes, I have noticed, Mike, that there's some lack of planning going on with you.
A little less noise would be great. Please. Just
How's it going, guys?
a little bit. What's up, Cal?
What's up, brother?
Welcome to Aloha Hour.
Thank you all.
Your Valentine's Day, everybody.
I'm wondering if you guys can school me.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Let me get my belt.
Yeah. So what's going on? Have you guys done any deeper diving research on the Green New Deal?
Yeah, you're not allowed to drive a car anymore, right?
Yeah, she wants to get rid of airplanes.
I don't think I like this new Green Deal thing.
And cows. Also cows. No more cows.
Farting cows.
Yeah, said. They have to make enough Beano to feed all the cows Beano so they can no longer flatulate.
I heard it was so bad that Democrats actually thought that this was a parody put out by the right.
Well, she wants to take us back to the 1500s, except without cows.
Right.
So,
1500s, no cows. So, what's up with that?
But a lot of people apparently signed on to that thing.
Did they?
They're all stupid.
Including some presidential candidates.
Oh my goodness.
They're all stupid, Elliot.
Yeah.
I get that, but I'm...
Liam Gray dropped $2 in my pocket and said Ethan needed to share some of his sunshine.
I just feel bad for Mike because I was supposed to have him on the show, and I didn't have his show, and that makes me feel sad.
That's all right. You're forgiven. I am awfully forgiving.
Appreciate it, man.
That's a different Green Deal.
Yeah.
There's no green involved with that deal.
Well, depends what kind of green you like. You're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
True. Cows were the best part of the 1500s, says Josh Graydon. It's entirely possible.
Mm.
Let me get rid of this. So did you guys get any work done today?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I've been... well, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, brother, go ahead, brother. I was...
No, you go ahead. You go.
Elliot, go.
I was developing the logo for the project. Oh, did I get in trouble again? Dang it, I did it again. I was trying to... Oh, Lord. I was developing the logo for our project with me and Doug, so that's what I'm working on. And also getting the campaign ready to launch next week.
Are you drawing Doug right now? Is that who you're drawing?
No, I'm just testing out this Autodesk sketchbook.
It looks like
pretty
Doug.
cool.
It does look a little like Doug. Put that beard on him. Jason Green for $5 says, Happy Valentine's Day to the Comicsgate crew and fans. Tell
Happy
E I'm
Valentine's.
sorry the card shifted in shipping. Gifts would have made more sense.
What?
Tell E I'm sorry the card shifted in shipping. Gifts would have made more sense.
No, he sent me the most incredible box of gifts.
It was like a care package.
Yeah, it was a care package. It was a super cool care package. And I opened it up like I don't understand. Like whoever's sending this to me is awesome, but I don't get it. And then at the bottom of the box, after everything had already come out, there was a little card and it said, "Read this before you know." And I was like, well, it's too late. But the card actually said, hey, there's something in here for you and you know, Andrea and you know, Ava and Hunter.
And you had already eaten everything before you saw the card.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey Mike.
Yeah.
You asked if I had done work today. Well, you know, if my work is finding hidden penises.
We are not. No.
Hey Mike.
No.
Mike.
No. My kids are in the room. We're not
Mike.
going.
So what if Mike?
This is not happening.
Why are you like such a, you know, come on, seriously. What if you built this bungalow in your backyard and didn't realize, Mike, what it looked like from a helicopter? Mike. Mike, this is a beach house and what if you built this and you didn't realize it was just the right shape, you know?
What is the dark stuff on the street?
I don't know, Mike. But see, that's more unfortunate imagery to be seen from a helicopter. Right?
Look, you scared Gary off.
Why did I scare Gary off?
Because he's not a fan of penises either.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be a fan.
And why does he have one? My son says, "Look what you're doing to my children, Ethan."
It is a scientific thing. It is very scientific.
Biology.
Biological, scientifical.
You're either an innie or an outie.
I'm just doing my work. That's all.
That's love, Mike, says Lama Gigante.
Yeah.
Is that a fire hydrant going off? That's what I was wondering. That was big.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Was it?
Well,
it looked like it, didn't it?
Sure. It's definitely
weird.
It's crazy.
Very strange.
I'm waiting for the next. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
I know.
No, I'm paying attention. I'm not, you know, I wouldn't do that, you know.
He would never do that.
Yeah.
That would never even cross his mind.
No.
I see his face. He's looking.
I'm not doing that. I'm paying attention to you guys.
I'm seeing the scanning eyes. Yeah.
He's hard at work.
Coming, hey, Mike.
Paulus Mobus says, "Was that Liberace's guest house?" Nicholas Glenn for $4.99 got GF girlfriend filet mignon, lobster tail, flowers, candy, gift cards, candle, and she complained about how it was not good enough.
It's never good
Kicked
enough.
her to the curb. What would good enough have been? Valdez D. Frank for a Mexican $20. I thought they did pesos down there. Of the twit pics send to Mike, which one was the best? Of the twit pics? Huh? I don't understand, Valdez.
Yeah.
So are you making it Doug now?
I don't know. I'm fooling around with this. I'm trying to mess around with pressure, see what else. I've never used the desktop version. It's really loaded with.
Oh no, Professor Geek said that was actually a church. He remembers the story.
Hey Mike. Hey Mike.
I can't wait.
Elliot's laugh makes me laugh. I love it.
Hey Mike, did you know that King Tut was buried in a state of arousal?
Wow. Huh.
Did you know that, Mike?
I thought he was buried in a tomb.
This is King Tut's penis, Mike. Right here. This is his groinular area, and there it is right there. And you've never thought about what King Tut's wang looked like, have you?
I was honestly never interested.
You know what's embarrassing about this, Mike? You know what's embarrassing, Mike? Do you know what's embarrassing about this, Mike? Mike.
Yes.
You know what's embarrassing about this?
Tell me.
But look at this. This was his coffin. Do you understand what I'm saying?
They took the afterlife seriously.
Mike.
Pointing to the heavens.
Oh man. Good times. Good times.
Ooh. Happy Valentine's Day, Mike. I forgot to say that to you.
You too, buddy. You too. You too.
Mm-hmm.
That was romantic.
Valdez again says EVS asked to send pics to Mike last stream. Hi.
Mm.
It's McGee is crying, as is Black Wolf Senpai and Noir. You're making everyone cry.
Tears
Ethan,
of
are you how?
happiness.
They're tears.
I don't know what I'm doing to make people cry, you know.
I know. It's terrible.
All right.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Ethan. Why do you do this on my channel? You have a channel of your own.
It's anatomical.
Yeah. Hey, Mike. Did you know that Blackbeard had syphilis?
Did he really?
Mike, he had syphilis.
Really?
Oh, he did.
What is the website you're going to for all this information?
I only go to scientific research websites, Mike.
Yeah.
Why do you ask?
It just seems an eclectic collection of information.
It's life drawing. It's life drawing. This is what artists are supposed to do. It's supposed to get models.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Part of research.
Yeah.
Was that the end of your story, Ethan?
No, Mike. Do you know what a urethral syringe is?
Oh.
I imagine, but I know what a urethra is, and I know what a syringe is.
Mm.
Have you ever had an STD test?
Oh my gosh.
No.
Elliot has, apparently, because he said that.
I have. Do you want me to tell you the story?
No, my kids are in the room. That's okay.
No, it was medical.
Hey, Mike.
Medical.
Yeah, this is medicine, Mike. This is medicine.
I'm in the army. I was in the army, and I'm getting out of the army, and I have to go through a series of exams. You know, I got the ear test, I got the eye test, I got all kinds of tests, and then they said, well, we have to test you for STDs. So you brought it up, Mike.
Man, I'm cringing just thinking about it.
And
my crotch just clenched.
Yeah, that's about right. So,
hey, Mike, when you got your STD tested, your urethral syringe look anything like that? This is Blackbeard's syphilis fighting urethral syringe. As I told you, I only go to scientific websites. Like cracked, Mike. Cracked.
Oh man.
Let me read this to you. Should you come into possession of King Tut's ancient penis, here's something to display right next to it in your collection. The 6-inch syringe that Blackbeard inserted Blackbeard inserted into his dick hole. Here's another shot at it. Mike.
Oh.
Why is it dented, Mike? Mike. Why is it dented?
Himself, I imagine he would clench that thing very hard.
Oh.
Mike, what? Okay. Well, that's a good enough reason for me. All right, Mike, let's go on to the next one.
I think Elliot was telling us a story.
Oh, no, this is way better.
Oh, no. It's okay. All right.
I still have flashbacks of that time. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mike, have you ever met a 40-year-old douche?
What?
I mean,
You've met a few. Not me.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, there was one on your stream the other night. I don't want to names.
Mike,
Yes.
40-year-old douches are nothing. This is a 200-year-old douche that's buried beneath New York City Hall.
The heck?
Last year, a team of archaeologists examining a pile of garbage buried under Manhattan City Park Hall came across a mysterious object carved from bone that wasn't a person. For a while, nobody could figure out what it was. Some believed it could be a spice grinder, which no doubt excited the one ancient spice grinder, specialist on the team. However, no one got around to using the object to prepare lunch, though, because they eventually realized they'd been holding a feminine hygiene project the whole time. More specifically, 200-year-old douche. This is the 200-year-old douche that they found under New York City Hall, Mike.
Oh, gee whiz.
You know what, dude? I honestly, I can't believe they only had one ancient spice grinder specialist on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Look at her. She probably used it for the first time. Mike.
Jason Green for $2 says, at least King Tut died happy. I don't think he did.
Yeah.
I don't think he
Yeah.
He had issues.
Was that Nancy Pelosi's?
Oh.
Yeah, she was the first one to use it.
David Peterson's. That was David Peterson's joke. Yes, Ethan. What have you found in your diligent research?
Mike.
It belongs in a museum.
It kind of does belong in a museum.
So
Mike. Oh, I can't say this with your kids in the room.
It has to be a medical term.
Is dildo a medical term?
Oh, come on, dude.
What?
Oh my God,
I'm
she's 12 years
asking.
old.
I asked. Mike,
What?
you heard what I said, though. So, right, I'm not going to say it again. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm about to say. I said it once. I said it quietly. All right. So what would happen if you had one of those, Mike? Okay. And you lived in the 18th century. And in the 18th century, which is sometime in the late 1700s, you dropped it in the toilet and left it there, Mike.
Oh.
Okay. And it's been there ever since. All right. All right.
For shame.
Here we go. This is archaeology. This is a really nice 18th century, though, that somebody dropped in a toilet. All right. Now, after that breather, we're back. 50 years before the party douche incident in the late 1700s, someone attending or teaching at, here it is, Mike. Here's a better view of it from the underside. Okay.
Oh,
Someone attending or teaching at a fencing school in Poland went to the latrine, pulled it out, went to town, and then accidentally dropped it down the toilet. Okay. We know this because of the intrepid archaeologists who dug through the latrine and found themselves confronted with it. All right. So that is Mike, part of what these archaeologists do is they find evidence and they reconstruct the story. You know, if you find, I don't know, archaeological artifacts, you have to figure out the people. You learn about how they came to be. True or false?
So this was how you came to apologize to me. I know how to make it up to Mike.
Mike, maybe you don't care about how the people of 1789 lived, but I do.
It's fascinating.
Maybe you don't care. Maybe your kids will never care, Mike. Maybe you are not interested in teaching them how the people of the 1790s lived, but I am very interested in teaching this audience that's watching right now a little something, Mike. It can't all be about you standing on your head, Mike. It can't all be about the Meg.
It's 1 o'clock. Go to bed. Or it's 11 o'clock. Go to bed.
11.
Isaac, actually go to the refrigerator.
The DJD show says EBS is a giant juvenile. Yep.
I'm not going to disagree with my audience.
Hang in there, Elliot.
They're my bread and butter.
I don't have asthma yet, but I'm getting it.
All
Oh, it's good times.
right, people in the chat. I know that Ethan's having a hard time, but could you please keep it clean in the chat?
I don't know. I think Ethan's kept it quite clean.
I haven't said anything wrong.
It's very
I've learned a
medical.
lot tonight.
Lots of medical terms. Lots of
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
Actual toilet humor, says Ken Jack Ben. Yes, yes, that is what the Aloha Hour has degraded itself to. Actual toilet humor.
oh no, just a little bit. Hey, does anybody know if there's a time lapse on this version of this?
I think yo. No. There's one in the fridge.
I didn't see
Kyung, you ever use Autodesk Sketchbook?
I tried it once. I couldn't really figure it out.
Gosh, man. The one cool feature that I wanted to use is the time lapse.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that where all the time lapse videos come from?
The ones on my phone. I've been doing. My phone has it, but not this. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
What? What is it? Mike, just say what?
Oh,
Liam Grace says for $5, this reminds me of being a kid in the Boy Scouts, joking around with friends while we were 14 and the internet was still new. Good times. Lots of laughing out loud.
yeah. That happened to me when I was already working as a professional. That was I have no excuses. All right, so I got pencils. Nope, I got that. No, why is this not working? Normal. Here we go. What's going on now?
Oh my gosh, I can't even get my teeth under this thing. It's so tight.
Yeah.
Oh, you need something else to open this with.
Oh, jeez. Oh, gee whiz. I hate when a program doesn't work because you did something stupid. Will it work here? Okay, maybe that'll work. All right. Oh, I see. I'm working in empty groups. No wonder.
Oh, where was Art yesterday for Drawn and Quartered?
I don't know. Art said he was gonna be doing them, and then he just disappears on Friday.
It's funny because on last Sunday, actually, I got to meet Art and hang out.
Oh, nice.
I was hanging out with him at Hack Shack Studio, and it's funny because, of course, in typical boomer fashion, the first time meeting him in person, we had something happen. So I am up in the late hours of the night, and so when I messaged him and say I'll come around tomorrow at 4 p.m., he thought I meant Monday, not Sunday. So I go to his house, and of course, when I take off to go to his house, it starts pouring rain.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get to his house after I pick up a gift, because it's like the Asian thing to do. Whenever you go to someone's house, you bring them something. And so I ring the doorbell, and I'm waiting. And I wait a while, and he doesn't show up. So I call the number to his office. And a minute afterwards, I see somebody inside the house coming towards the door, struggling with a bathrobe. And he opens the door, and he's dripping head to toe. I'm like, raining in your house? No, he was in the shower, and he wasn't expecting me because he thought I meant Monday. So anyway, yeah, it was funny. Got to meet Art for the first time. You're dripping wet in a bathrobe.
Naked.
You got to meet a lot more of Art than you expected.
But I got him set up with OBS and everything. So yeah, what's going on?
Right on. I'm worried. Ethan has something on his screen and I can't see what it is.
The examination is
Mike, it's just people learning something. It's kids learning something.
Oh, March says I missed his super chat.
Oh, come.
Oh. He says a new show on History Channel. Hey, Mike.
I like that idea for a show. I like it.
you know, you got to diversify your channel a bit. New programming. What the heck are they looking at?
Mike, they're looking at his erect wiener, which has been erect for 4,000 years, and he never thought to consult a doctor.
Oh, I couldn't even see that.
That is Viagra that's actually working. You know what I mean?
Ancient Viagra.
Like
Ancient Viagra, 4,000 years, Mike.
Or something. Watermelon Platypus says, "Hey, Mike, turn on your phone, Mike." No, I'm not. No phone tonight. No phone tonight. Unless you guys want to take calls.
Yeah, I do. I want to take calls, Mike.
Really?
Mhm.
All right, hold on. I've got to rig up my phone thingy.
Oh, so disappointed.
What, Elliot? What?
This doesn't have my thing. Oh, wait. Maybe this can do it.
I'm triggering those SJWs today, though, Mike.
How so?
Well, you know, Captain Marvel movie. You know, huh?
Did that come out?
No, it comes out March 8th. You know, and what I realized today. By the way, SJWs are really concerned about this movie.
Plug it in.
What?
Right,
now your phone is ringing. All right.
You're on the Aloha Hour. Hey, Mike. It's me, Steve Miller, again.
Hey, Steve Miller. What's up, man?
Not much. Is EVS on for you?
EVS is here, too.
Wow.
I'm here.
Such a...
What?
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, EVS. Oh, my God. I'm so excited about you.
I'm excited to talk to you, too. What's going on, Steve Miller?
Oh, my God.
How's the band?
It's hard for me even to catch my breath right now. I might need to hang up this. For real, actually,
It's okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Don't be
We're all
nervous.
friends here.
Oh, I'm so too.
Oh, sorry. Hey, guys in the chat, if there's a call on the line, don't try to call in because I don't have a way to keep that from interrupting the other call.
Mike, this is so lame because I can't hear a word he's saying.
This is just like last time.
Yeah, it sucks, Mike.
Honestly, I can't hear what y'all are saying. I can't hear anything.
Steve, shout out your question, pal. What's going on, man?
Is that CVS?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys, don't call in while there's a call.
If Malin was home.
You got a question for Ethan, Steven?
I can't hear you really right now. Hello?
How can you not hear me? Do you have a question for Ethan? All right, sorry, Steven, brother.
This is not a good idea.
Mike, all my fans are like that, though. All of them. They are.
Hey, maybe you should. Does that phone have call waiting?
You don't.
Is that what was happening there?
Yeah, call waiting was interrupting.
Oh,
What do
he's
you
back.
need, Eden? Oh, what kind of alcoholic beverage? You give him a bottle of whiskey.
Make me so very happy.
Hour.
Mike.
Yeah, who's this?
Watermelon Platypus, Mike.
Can everybody hear him?
I can hear him.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, what's up, Watermelon Platypus?
Mike.
Hey, Mike. Mike, hey. What's wrong with the naked guy?
At 2, Watermelon Platypus, really?
What do y'all consider the naked guy?
I don't know. What do you say?
How do you breathe through that thing?
That's great. All right. Thank you for calling.
Hold on. Wait, I got another one.
No, don't say that. Say, hey, Mike, like that. Don't say I got another one. Just keep saying Mike.
Mike, what do you call it when Richard Meier goes to the nude beach without sunscreen?
I have no idea.
Sunny D.
Wait, what?
Sunny D.
Sunny D.
That was good. That was good. Got him. Got him.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
All right, brother.
Bye, Watermelon. Thank you for that. That was a good call. That was a good call.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
People like wrote down my number now. So even if I don't post it, people call in.
Yeah.
And everyone in the chat is saying, hey, Mike, hey, Mike.
Mhm.
This is now called the Hey Mike Show, not Aloha Hour.
I don't know why you don't just call this show Hey Mike.
Yeah.
Hey,
Big trip of peanuts.
You're on Hey Mike. Oh, hold on. I got to put you on speaker. Oh, you're on. You're no longer on Hey Mike.
Mhm.
Professional broadcasting.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
the worst show ever, Mike.
Hey, you're the one that said, yeah, let's take calls.
We are very lucky Malin is not home right now to be
Mhm.
here with us.
He's coming over.
yeah.
Malin's coming over my house like tomorrow, the next day.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Send him my love.
I will.
You're on Hey Mike.
Hey, Mike. Blackwell Senpai.
What's up, Senpai?
Hey, I just want to say hi to EVS.
Go ahead.
Hey.
Hey,
That was
EVS.
Yeah, what's up?
You package sometime this week.
Mm-hmm. That sounds great, man.
It's going to be one of my trebuchets that I made.
Oh, nice.
You're sending me a trebuchet, really?
Yes, sir.
That's great. That's probably the best thing I've ever been given in my life. A trebuchet. I need one.
In a post office box.
Well, it's a small trebuchet.
Oh,
Mhm.
I see.
It's for flinging cats, right? I mean, like, what do you do with it? What do you put in a small trebuchet? Is it big enough to fling a squirrel? Is it big enough to fling a... Can I fling a mouse?
About 20 tail. Yeah,
Yeah.
mouse.
A dozen rose Tico heads.
Yes, we can. We can sling one of those through it.
Oh, I like
Nice.
that. This is good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to it. I will plan a whole show around it. You know.
Excellent. I've sent you pictures of it before in your email, or not in your email, but your Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen it. Yeah, and I've seen it, and it's really beautiful craftsmanship. And I will say, my subscribers, my fans, will insist that I fully demonstrate the capabilities of this miniature trebuchet, and I won't let them down. Unlike Mike, I don't want to let them down.
We will show them the power of this armed and fully functional trebuchet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do go to a lot of these conventions. I sell my artwork and my catapults and trebuchets and that. And I had the Empire Imperial troops come by to look at my catapults and trebuchets to look for alternative weapons for the Death Star.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't blame them. I think that's a wise thing for them to do. It's probably a lot less expensive to build a trebuchet or several trebuchets than a planet-destroying laser beam. So good on you. I cannot wait. I'm excited about this. Mike, my fans are better than yours.
No, they're not. My fans are the best.
I've seen no evidence of that, Mike.
I would share this little bit of information with you, so you have something to look forward to coming to you in the mail. So when you see, marked, possible weapon that is not something hazardous.
Well, I can't wait to explain that to the postal clerk. I am looking forward to receiving it, and I thank you. I thank you. That's really wonderful.
Not a problem, EBS. I'm going to go ahead and let you go so Mike can continue on with his show tonight. And thanks for the opportunity to talk with you, sir. And Mike, thank you.
Yeah. You too, Senpai.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right. Good night.
Yeah, this can easily be taken further into the rest of social media, where we just start posting pictures.
Oh yeah,
and just saying, "Hey, Mike, what do you think about this, Mike?"
That's not necessary.
Why? Mike is so stubborn. Like, he would not name his show "Hey Mike." When I'm telling you, if his show was named "Hey Mike," like with an extra mic, and then had and it was in the shape. By the way, if anybody's listening who's an artist who is good at logo design, "Hey Mike," and make it kind of shaped like a penis, like that. All right, and that would be the logo of his show. I think it would do really well. Really well.
Wake up to several submissions.
My 11-year-old, and now I have to get rid of
Mike.
10. He's 10.
All right. He knows what's going on, Mike. He goes to school. No big deal.
He's got one.
Yeah.
He'll figure it out.
Remember when you were 10 years old, 11 years old? Stuff you got up to in school?
Oh, yeah.
Conversations you had with your pals?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. Think about your own kids talking like that.
No, I can't. I can't remember anything I said when I was 10 years old.
Oh, man. I remember the biggest scandal. 11 years old, the biggest scandal in my school. One of the bigger boys, he's bigger. He's the same age, but he's taller. Stuck his hand on the front of one of the other girls' pants on the way home. And they were both like, it was going all around the school. Everybody knew about it. We were like scandalized by that, Mike. And that's what's going on right now with your kids. I mean, that's what's going around with their peers and everything. That's the level they're at in the conversation they're having, Mike.
Really?
You need to sit them down, Mike.
My kids are homeschooled.
Well, the other kids in the neighborhood are going, "Hey, your dad has a weird show."
Yeah.
Thank you, Samurai Sid.
Gosh, what grade is Mike getting?
Well, it could be Mike with the eggplant. That'll work.
No, we don't need that, and no one needs to do that and post it on Twitter.
Well,
they're gonna do it, Mike.
It's gonna be done by the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why you're fighting it.
Make it so. Make it so.
Matt Becker says, if they're homeschooled, that's really weird. Why is that weird? Hey, Mike, can you homeschool me? No, Raven, I've got enough to deal with. Thank you very much.
Just think of it this way, Mike. The way you can explain the birds and the bees is a lot different when you have that as the beginning of your conversation. You know how my show's called Hey Mike? Start off like that and it works.
Thank you.
That's half the conversation right there.
Elliot. Thank you for the advice.
I'm just saying, it was different with my son. I didn't have a show as clever as Mike. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, very few people do, honestly.
I mean, you're being handed something that's already been branded and proven to work.
Yeah.
On an eggplant platter.
Mike, people would watch your show a lot more if Hey Mike was a regular thing. If you did it once a week. Mike, did they do this on purpose when they designed this railing? What do you think? Mike.
Wow.
Be serious for a minute, Mike.
Did
you accidentally summon me?
No, I didn't, Siri.
Be serious.
Yeah. Mike, for real though. Now Siri, be quiet. Do you think they accidentally did this, or do you think this was on purpose?
That looks like it was designed by Dave Johnson.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree. All right,
Awesome.
Mike. Good answer.
Well, I stole it from Martyr Media. He said, I kind of feel like Dave Johnson's Lone Star, Dave Lone Stars Johnson is in on the joke too. EVS might be in a pro penis whisper network. Ooh, I don't know about that.
No, it's not. That's not the case.
No,
Not at all.
but you wouldn't say if it was, right?
I would say. Why would I lie?
What is it, Mike?
Mhm.
Yeah, Fat Andy. That was the point. So what'd you do for Valentine's Day, E?
I told you, Mike. Do you want me to say it in front of your kids? I mean, you know, Mike, I'm getting a lot of mixed signals off of you.
Never mind. I'll stick with the euphemism, I guess.
Right.
Krista Joe wants to know where Fabio is.
He is, well, I mean, you know, can you see? He's right there with Tico. I got Fabio and Tico. They are the Comicsgate power couple, #1 power couple.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those pecs are inhuman.
Yeah. Ava was dragging him around. You know, Ava saw him, and Ava's a healthy, 3-year-old. She was like, oh, she was grabbing him. She grabbed him by the leg and dragged him into the living room. I was like, no, Ava. So, he's down here with Tico. They look happy together, don't they? Or what do you think?
They look confident.
Yeah,
I think she would be happier than him.
they're a power couple.
Thanks for saying so. I agree. I'm a good matchmaker.
Yeah, you did good. You did good, Ethan.
Tico and Fabio.
Fabiolus. What, Eden? You don't know what kind of clothes he wears. Put him in like Eden's drawing Cecil on a unicorn for tomorrow's auction.
Ooh.
On a Shetland pony unicorn. What should Cecil be wearing besides the mask?
Eggplant.
Yeah.
No, come on.
Oh,
The Sega ad is disgusting.
put him in a what do you call it?
A wife
cape
beater?
or- Sure, yeah.
A wife beater with a cape.
And nylon socks with Florsheim shoes. Like everybody.
Okay, like no. He's got to have like the black socks with the little sock garters.
Yeah. There you go.
That would be awesome.
What is that? You know what? I think Doug Tenaple did this, honestly.
Uh-oh.
I do.
You're scaring me.
Is that the Hey Mike?
My daughter's.
No. Mike, I understand. This was an ad for Sega. That Doug Tenaple did this ad.
It looks like it's off of his hands, anyways.
It actually does look like his hands. Like you could tell, he used
dirty
himself
Doug.
for reference. Mike, Mike, be careful when you're doing the cover copy for Parents Magazine. Mike, be careful where you place things. Always be conscious of the logo, Mike. This is good advice for everyone as they lay out as you lay out your comic book covers. Be careful. Be careful.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You would let me know if I had anything that was subconscious, would you?
Subliminal. Yeah, I would. I'd let you know.
Hey,
I would.
We've got your back.
Here.
Liam Gray says Cecil wearing Drogo's outfit. I don't know about that. You need a piece of paper.
I'm liking this program. I wonder if it can export PSD.
It's yellow.
Yeah, most programs can export PSD. Should be able to find an option.
I'm liking this.
Why am I encouraging her to draw Cecil for the auction tomorrow night?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, what kind of mask is he gonna wear? The traditional mask?
Yeah, the Cecil mask.
Well, you know, there's subliminal stuff on there too. You know,
One that says Rick.
oh, okay.
That's right.
pretty-
I haven't even shown you guys. Because I got these in so late I couldn't actually send them out for Christmas, but I got the
Oh, nice.
postcards for the.
Let me see.
I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah, I gotta click on you.
I haven't even shown the color on.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing
Color.
the color.
Wow. nice
And
job.
Oh god.
What
yeah,
size is
it's
that? Is
quite
that
blurry.
5x7 or 4x6?
Oh no, here.
It's messed up when you go to a subliminal website, like a website about subliminal messages, and you're in it. You know what I mean? Like you're in it. They're trying to prove something by, and I'm in it. Like I'm in this article. These sons of bitches.
What do you Wife beater?
Wife beater. With the cape.
Called her a wife beater.
Striped boxer underwear.
Hey, is there any updates on Mr. Samedi at all?
I talked with him a little bit ago. I'd say about 3 hours ago. You know, with what's happening, he's just working with the police to, you know, help as much with the investigation into what happened. But you know, from what I hear, he's doing fine. It's just the whole situation. It's just really crappy.
It's like
I cannot
just-
believe all the nonsense. So I took a little bit of a deeper dive.
Yeah.
On someone's account. Can I bring it up here?
in the sock and it pulls the cap. So
An old Ren's.
Yeah.
account.
Yep.
I could not believe, man, that I think I have a fresh understanding of what's happening on that side. I never paid attention to that.
EVS's latest video with all that, you know, it's just you see what this kind of behavior can bring about. It's like you can feign, you know, you could shirk off any type of personal accountability, but you yourself are instigating this kind of call to violence, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm seeing
When
it.
you start dehumanizing people like that.
I'm seeing it differently for this time. I'm more frustrated because of what happened to Peter, and I didn't see it that way before.
And of all people, you know, Peter, the guy who does not court any type of controversy, is the nicest, most generous person I've one of the nicest and most generous people that I've ever met, and he's being targeted for this because what, he didn't denounce?
Yeah. It's not fair.
Well, I mean, it's pretty clear what's going on.
They're
Yeah,
insane.
it is.
I'm excited to see some justice come from this.
Yeah. You know, the best that I figure we can do at this point in time, you know, is definitely keep up with the retweets, raise awareness, and you know, give them as much support as we can.
Yeah.
That is it. That's absolutely it. You know, I'm going to make another video. You know, the video that I did, Mike didn't even watch it. But the video that I did on this situation
Which one? Oh, with Ren?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did. That was a great video.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, they're trying to get that pulled down, Mike.
Seriously?
Yeah, they're trying real hard to get that pulled down. That hit them hard, man. That hit Renfrew. Renfrew is scared of that. See, the problem is if you're just doing this every single day, it just becomes a habit, you know, and you're not seeing yourself in the mirror. But when I gave the world a taste just a little bit of a taste of what Renfamous is doing, and she had to see it herself and see the reactions to it, and the fact that somebody, by the way, police are investigating this as attempted murder.
Whoa.
So if Renfamous, and they're looking into Renfamous, I'll tell you that right now. I know some things too. I talked to Peter too.
Good.
I can't tell you everything he told me, but police are looking at Renfamous. Now they also they're going to find out who did this. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if that person, it doesn't really matter, honestly. Even if this person is a stranger to Comicsgate and anti-Comicsgate, it doesn't make a difference. She's still inciting violence, harassment. That's what she's doing. She's inciting violence to occur, and it almost did.
Yeah.
If this person's associated in any way with Renfamous, she's gonna be in real trouble. I mean, real trouble.
No, it's like you said, it is attempted murder. I mean, when you go about fabricating, and I was just talking about this on Professor Geek's channel, when you go about fabricating a story, telling the police that something violent is happening at this residence, the police are going to approach the situation armed and ready to neutralize the situation. And one thing that gets overlooked a lot is that the person who's being swatted is not the only person that's being put in harm's way. The police are also risking their own safety in going into this situation.
Yeah.
And this is very serious. You're putting people in harm's way, risking their lives, and not only the person who's being swatted, but everybody inside of that residence as well. So it's like, yeah, there absolutely should be some repercussions for this type of behavior.
Yeah. I hope somebody gets the book thrown at him, whether it's Ren or SJW douchebag, whatever his face is. Whoever's responsible for this, freaking hang him up by his own petard, man. That's got to send a signal there. You don't, there's lines you don't cross, and this is just so beyond the pale.
Yeah, but even with all of this stuff,
somebody in the chat was asking what happened. It was Peter Samedi. Somebody called the cops claiming to be Peter and saying that he had stabbed his girlfriend and he was suicidal. And so the cops came, guns out to his residence, like ready for confrontation. And not just a coward's move. That is a evil. That's evil.
Very much so.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, I and then I saw the response that she made to him, to Peter, and basically trying to justify herself in that, when, look, it may not happen like 12 minutes before or after the event, but it's been going on all this time. And, as I continued to read, and I was like, gee whiz, man, the whole thing with the scalps was pretty vile. I know the reference that was being made, but if I didn't know the reference, I heard something like that and I was a little bit off, I might have perceived that very differently, especially in light of people going in and going to conventions and hurting people.
Yeah.
Physically now. It's not just hyperbole. It's not just a figure of speech. There was something that she said something like, if people don't know, it's just like a joke. And I'm thinking, man, how many times have I read people been misinterpreted that way from their perspective? It's very disappointing, to say the least, that this is going on, and just human beings over some BS Twitter accounts. Very odd to me. Very odd to me.
Yeah, I think it's like a downward spiral of bad behavior where people can get away, not just get away with saying vile things, but get ego boosts from it, get that endorphin rush from it, get freaking Joe Quesada patting her back. And so she just goes down deeper and deeper and deeper into that hole just to try to gain more more traction and attraction and followers. And it's like, man, get a freaking job, you bozo.
Yeah,
Honestly, she needs a
yeah,
job.
unless it is a job, right? Is that what?
Yeah, well, I'm saying she needs a real job.
No.
I don't know. I don't know about it. You know, I have outside of this whole situation and the drama that's been talked about. The drama that's been talked about with Comicsgate. I don't know much about her, but I'm not about to tell her what to do with her life or anything like that. But I mean, this type of behavior, when it starts putting people in harm's way, you really have to reflect on what you're doing. And yeah.
Yeah. But it's difficult. One of the things I'm struggle with the most in this discussion is the inability for you to have that reasonable conversation if we're not being reasonable in the first place. So how do we approach that? Because Peter is just one person. I mean, it's bad enough, but where does it go and where does it stop? What is the end? When is the end result of that? I kept thinking about that the whole time. I was like, what is the goal now for all this rhetoric and this crazy fighting like this? What is exactly the purpose if it's not sinister?
Well, I mean, from our end, there's nothing sinister from our end. We just want to make good comics. But unfortunately, there are people out there who have a hard time grasping the concept that people can have different values, opinions, political views, religious views, etc. And people can coexist even with their differences. But now we have this culture in which people, if you do not conform to their beliefs, and if you do not denounce, you are immediately labeled whatever it is that they want to come up with, whatever modifier they choose. They like to label people Nazis. And then, they essentially dehumanize you.
Yeah.
But, what can we do? I mean, good actions give strength to ourselves and inspire good actions in others is a quote from Samuel Smiles in a book I'm reading by Professor Geek, Heroic Inspirations. And it's like something that I aspire to do as a creative individual within Comicsgate. And I've been, I've been exposed to so many wonderful people through this movement. And it's just been all positive for me. And I try to do the best that I can. And in the process, lift people up along with me. Because the main difference between the two parties is that they seek to destroy in order to elevate themselves. They cannot, in order to get up on their moral pedestal, they have to break other people down. Whereas we have the ability to create and try our best to make the world a better place. And in the process, raise people up with us, not destroy them. And
I think it's because our books are coming out. Because there was a nice long gap there between like what seemed like a lot of vitriolic insanity. And then our books started coming out, and I think they lost it because I don't know. I was just kind of hoping this would all just fade and I mean, to me, just the reality of our circumstance, the reality of us just we spend time with our fans, we spend time with each other, we just have a good time, we're creating comics, we're fulfilling comics, we're doing all this great stuff, and all of this bizarro world view that these insane people have, that we're some like group of white nationalist Nazi whatever. It's like, have you looked at any of us? I mean,
no.
Yeah.
Any given stream, it's mostly minorities.
Yeah.
And it's not a bunch of even conservatives. I mean, some of us are conservatives, some of us are. That's good comics, and it just felt like for a while, without all, maybe it's because I muted all of them. But it just felt like, maybe that's just all gonna fade away, hopefully. And because the reality of who we are is so blatantly obvious to anybody with a pair of eyeballs, that how can they still stand there and say you're all a bunch of alt-right white nationalist blah 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 garbage? It's insane. I mean, there's really not even another word for it. It's literally insanity.
Yeah, I think I do agree with that. When speaking of the comics being delivered, one of the comments I saw Ren make a comment about Ethan said something that was very poignant, and then her response was, "Where's your book at?" Like that's the response with all the garbage that's going on.
Well,
That's
all they
what
have.
you're gonna go with.
Oh, do you remember? You were here, right? That the call-in night when Scott Kurtz was calling in.
Yeah, we couldn't really hear him all that well though.
Oh, but that was the first thing he said. He's like, hey Mike, where's your book? And I'm like, oh, that's right here. And he's like, oh.
Well, with the books coming out, we're proving our competence. That's what's happening. It's like before that, it was all just assumed, but now that we're actually showing, hey, we are making these comics, we are releasing them.
Yeah,
this is working.
Yeah, and then and then on Ethan's stream, it switched from "Hey Mike, where's your book?" to "Oh my gosh, you have all those books you need to fulfill," and and you're spending all this money on a Ben Shapiro ad. I didn't spend a dime on Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, and then on Ethan's stream, as soon as all of those arguments failed, what did he resort to? Ad hominem started attacking Ethan personally.
Yeah,
and it's like, okay, at that point, you've already lost the argument.
She hurt you, didn't she? She hurt you, didn't she?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, how old are you? 12?
By the way, Mike, I'm sorry, my internet went out suddenly.
Oh yeah, weather?
No, it seems to always go out at 2:30 in the morning out here. I don't know why. It resets, and yeah, it's annoying. So I'm not usually on the internet at 2:30 in the morning, so it's not usually a problem. But yeah, it did. It was very suspicious. I was like, oh, they whacked me. They got me, Mike.
I'll tell you what was especially refreshing was talking to Ethan. Who was your buddy? The guy from Dallas, Mark.
Mark Walters. Absolutely
fantastic, and what a great example of all the stuff that it could be like. It could just be that where he's asking questions, and I appreciated him so much, man. And the tone was so different because people aren't screaming on that end, on their end. I see it there, especially.
Yeah.
I need to learn a lot more about all this. Like I said, I jumped in there. I saw some stuff from SJW, Spider-Man, and I was like, oh, this guy, it's sickening to me. I don't even want to look at it. It really feels gross. I feel dirty when I'm done looking at that stuff because I don't see this. It's just not logical to me. My brain doesn't work that way.
Yeah, Elliot. I mean, when we were having that Scott Kurtz discussion, and like you were like hanging your head, I wanted to talk to you, and I wanted to talk to Doug, and like it's hard. It's so hard because it takes a long time for people to understand what is going on here. You kind of go, look. First of all, your thing was we're not convincing people. We're not convincing people, and that's something that you are worried about. I'm not, that's not, I don't think that's the goal of Comicsgate. And also, these aren't people. It's like you see that, you've got to see that now. You've got to see that like their behavior is not human or humane. They are not people who could be reasoned with. They are people who are here to destroy you. I mean, listen, Elliot, make no mistake. They will destroy you, and they'll do it for fun. They'll do it for laughs, and they'll high-five each other. They want to see you, and this is, I know it sounds crazy. They want to see you homeless. They want to see your kids starving. They want to see you unemployable. They want to see you dead and begging. They want to see you begging in an alley and dead in an alley. I mean, that's their ultimate goal, and they will not stop until they get you there. These are not people.
Or if they somehow turn you to the dark side. I really don't understand Doug's adherence to this this belief that Scott is a good guy. After
Scott is one of the worst people. He is a sociopath. He's a psychopath.
Yes.
You know, you look at him and you just go, yeah, that guy is an absolute. First of all, the truth of the matter is, you know, despite what you hear on TV, you kind of end up looking like on the outside what you are on the inside in so many cases, you know. And when you look at that guy, how could that guy ever be a nice guy? How could he ever be a nice guy? Like he is, he's when you look like that, you've got to be roiling with anger and fury.
No, I don't disagree with that. I I think the thing that I mean, I can't speak for Doug. For me, and I please understand where I'm coming from with this. This is a genuine shift in my own philosophies in my own life.
Yeah,
I've done a lot of stupid stuff, and I've said a lot of stupid stuff, and I've heard a lot of people doing stupid things, and I think what I'm about is I want to give people the benefit of the doubt because I've been given the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm speaking very specifically from a place of like where I come from in my faith, in my religion. I'm seeing something. I'm not saying that you're not speaking the truth about that condition that he's in. I'm just saying that, you know, I'm always going to try to find a way to talk. So again, you know, talking
Well,
to
that's where I was when Scott called in the other night and he was being human back, and I didn't want to join Ethan's chat when he was on there because I just felt like that would have just turned things in another direction. But
yeah,
I was saying 20-year-long friends, the thought process itself is malevolent. You know, you can't speak your mind and be able to make a living. That is tantamount to you know, saying you don't have the right to live and believe.
It's evil. It's evil. They're saying if you're not an SJW, you die.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he's saying. But oh, by the way, in the chat, people are like, oh, fat equals evil. No. I'm not talking about just how overweight he is. Santa Claus looks like a happy, nice guy. Yeah. There's something in his countenance. There's something in the way that he is that you can see. He's a disturbing looking human being. And I'm sorry, but he really is. Like, I was unsettled looking at him and his weird little teeth. I was freaked out by him. And, you know, I know that might sound shallow, but he looked evil to me. I got that sense of evil. And sure enough, when his whole kind of impatient sort of, all right, I'll listen to you for a little while. Well, don't you think I have the right to make a living and still believe what I want? I don't know. Maybe, whatever. But anyway, listen. Fuck you. Excuse my language.
Yeah. I'm not smart enough to answer that.
That was completely disingenuous.
That would bow to the hierarchy of the what are they, the people that design societies, plan societies. That's what their mentality is. I need someone smarter to make these decisions for me.
No, when the whole conversation was happening, and you know, Doug was was trying to defend him as a friend. In my personal opinion, and this is one of the 12 rules, friends want the best for you. And just based off of his own answers, what he was saying about Doug, he obviously does not want the best for Doug. I mean, when you have to think about it, when you have to think of, I'm sorry, what?
I'm saying that's what love is wanting what is best for another person.
Right. Regardless what they believe, regardless of everything, you know, you want the best for that person, no matter what.
Right. And that's what Doug is doing for him. Trying to
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So it's understandable where he's coming from. But I again, Ethan, I really do understand, man. Especially, you know, and to be fair, I don't pay a lot of attention. I ignore most of those people, so I don't look at their streams. I don't see how they work. Obviously, if it's anything like what I'm seeing from Renfamous, and what I just saw today, I mean, I was literally buying flowers for my wife, like about to throw up in my mouth with all this stuff I'm reading. Like, this is terrible.
It's evil. Elliot, I wouldn't tell you that I'm just, you know what? I'm going to let you have a learning experience because I was like you. You sound like me about 14 months ago.
Hmm.
About 14 months ago, go back and look at my videos. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I think that we could build bridges together. I know there's the right and the left, and maybe I could bridge that divide by being nice and understanding and receptive. You know what I got for that? I got them going, he's weak. His guard's down. Now let's swarm him and destroy him. And that's no exaggeration. That is what they did. They
That's
set
how they
about
perceive Peter Cimmetti.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I was just gonna say that, Young. I looking at what happened to Peter. Peter's doing what I would have done.
Mm-hmm.
He still got the mouthful for it. You know, I don't disagree with you guys. I think this is a much more complicated problem than some of what I've seen people do. I wish though that I wish, and it's something we can't control. We can't control all the people all the time. We can't control anybody at all anytime. I can't. I wish some people wouldn't duplicate their effort on the opposite side, because I don't think that's productive. I think that actually makes people look at us and say, if you didn't know, is that why are they doing that? If you didn't get the full story, and that's probably where I'm from. I don't have the full story. Now I'm getting the full story, and I'm like, no, this is BS, man. I can't deal with that.
Now, even with the full story, the best, in my opinion, the best thing that you yourself can do is be a beacon of light to others. Just be, like Edwin says, be the best version of yourself that you can be. Be articulate, conduct yourself with composure, with respect, but with strength. And that shows that you are a competent person, and that's somebody that can inspire and lift other people up with you. And that's pretty much how I conduct myself.
I'm going to destroy every single one of them. I'm going to drag them out into the street publicly, and I'm going to expose them and destroy every last one of them. And I will use their tactics against them.
It's very important to hold them accountable to their actions.
Well, there is no playing with these people. You do not yet understand, if you think that there's a way to handle this and still be kind to them, and still be, there is no way. Again, they want Mike to be homeless. They want his kids to starve. They want Mike to die. And the second you realize that, the second that becomes a reality to you, once you've been red pilled to the truth of that situation, you can say nice things. You can say that all you want. They want you dead. Mm-hmm. It's not a joke. They're bullies that have no stopping mechanism. You tell Renfamous, I said to Renfamous, I said, why don't you just leave us alone? We're out of the comic book industry. Why can't you just stop? Why can't you just leave us alone? Her attitude was, she literally posted, never. Never.
Yeah.
When is it going to stop? Never. Why? Because she's getting something out of it. She likes it.
Yeah,
because she's being cheered on by sociopaths.
The only reason she's valid is because of what you're doing.
That's not true.
No?
No. This whole idea that if you just ignore her, she'll go away is wrong. She's not performing for me. She's performing for her audience.
Right.
She's going to come and get you, whether you're paying attention to her or not. She's going to spy on you. She's going to find everything that you say and do. She's going to find out where you work. She's going to find out about your family. She's going to dox you. She's going to endlessly post lies about you. She's going to start websites about you. And she's going to make sure that your life is essentially ruined.
Right. But without you, she would look for another target.
Like when Zach left, she went after Ethan.
They beat Zach. I mean, they beat him.
He's not here.
Well, in a way, I mean, the books are being delivered, so he's kind of like, kicking their butt back by doing that stuff.
Well, I think that's one way. That's one way to respond, obviously, and I think there's value in that. I think there's still value in being, success is the best revenge. But I understand your point too, Ethan. I hear you, man. I'm definitely again, I'm challenged by the places I've been in my life where, and it's not about, I'm not comparing. I totally understand where you're coming from about how dire the situation is actually. But I owe it to Jesus to be quiet sometimes. But I'm not ignoring it anymore either,
Yeah.
Well, hey, don't forget, Jesus is the one who made the whip to go.
Yeah, I owe it to Jesus to protect my friends. I owe it to Jesus to do everything I can to protect the innocent people like Peter Samedi, who are the targets of these people, these monsters who actually attempted to have him killed.
No, and I'm not saying don't defend your friend either. By the way, I'm not saying that. I think we're just doing it different ways, but I'm definitely understanding what's happening here, and you know, like I said, I've done some terrible things my whole life, and I really, you know, I have a debt to God that I in a way that I have to pay it for what I've done in my life. But
see, the difference is you are looking to, I don't want to say repent, but you're looking to improve upon yourself, whereas they don't see what they're doing as anything wrong.
That's true.
Morally righteous, which is the hilarious part.
Which is what bad guys do.
Yeah, and I'm not. And by the way, I apologize if I'm coming across as like falsely pious. I'm not saying that at all, man. I'm really not, man. I mean, I live with some deep guilt in my own life.
Yeah, I'm not getting that from you at all.
No, not at all. By the way, Matt Becker, thank you. It's hilarious in the chat. He sent me an email with the "Hey Mike logo shaped like a penis. So.
Well, let me get some super chats here that Brett Fabre for $1.99 says, "Yo, EVS looking real jacked today. Proud of you." Lee Gray for $2 says, "Cecil wearing Drogo's outfit." I already saw that. Edwin the Ace Avocado for $2 says, "Tank heist." Arthur Brown, the Uncanny Kodiak for $5 says, "A guy goes into a psychiatrist's office with nothing but saran wrap on. The doctor says, 'Well, I can clearly see your nuts. Can we go back to 2 And Brett Favre for $49.99.
That's nice.
Thank you, Brett. Says, "I love Comicsgate. You guys are the best. I'd rather watch your streams than TV. Keep the high quality coming and we'll keep buying them. Hashtag CG. PS. I love how Kyung draws damn bobays." And I'll interject one more. TheMegComic.com, everyone. Do go check out TheMegComic.com. I do have an Indiegogo running right now. If you like my art, go check her out. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. The insanity of the left. No, Elliot, it's
be honest with him, Mike. Let him know.
We're called to be quiet. I understand being meek, but you have to understand also Jesus wasn't always quiet and just letting people railroad him. His ultimate mission was that, but he was calling people out on their bull crap all the time. Yeah. Serpents, hypocrites, whitewashed sepulchers. He made a freaking whip and beat the crap out of them in the marketplace. He wasn't all peaches and cream and sunshine and roses. No, you know, that was his mission. That part when he was,
I think conflict makes Elliot really uncomfortable.
That was his mission, was to sacrifice himself for us and be meek and quiet and take it for us. But in his ministry, he wasn't just sitting there and letting people crap on him.
No, let me address that. I mean, this is where we may disagree, but and this is fine. It's fine. We can have differing opinions on this.
Of course.
I'm just saying that Jesus spent all that time with the people inside his group. So that was more of that. Now, is there a time for that? Is there a time for war? Look, I serve my country. I'm a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
I learned. I was taught to kill. I was taught to defend my country at any cost. You're right, Ethan. I also come from the Bronx, and I've learned to be very careful what I step into. That said, that's one of the reasons why I think I've said in the past, you know, I don't know everything that's going on, so I can't. I don't feel like I can take a strong, hard. You know, when I was during the Obama presidency, I was into it so hard. I knew all this information. I was studying all this information. So I spoke from a place of at least a general sense of intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have all that information. Like I said, I'm pretty new to Twitter. I didn't realize it was this way. And I didn't realize this stuff that they're doing is leading to this sort of stuff. I didn't think you guys were lying to me. I just didn't understand. Like I don't have the same experience of being blackballed in an industry that because of my particular views. And by the way, I've been by myself for the last 3 years in my office, so I haven't had many conversations with people other than you guys. So, you know, so I hear you, and I want to be part of that solution as well. I'm worried about Peter Samedi, and I'll do what I need to do for him, for guys like him, and I'll do what I need to do for guys like you. You know, and I'm just being measured. That's all. I just that's just the way I am. But I'm not afraid of conflict as long as I know what I'm getting into. Some people though, I've read other posts from people that are just like saying crazy stuff. You know, like I don't want to make fun of people's. I don't want to resort to their same tactics. I don't need to. That's me. You know, but I want to hit them with things that are more on the level that they're expressing themselves. Like, you know, if they're going to bring a fact, I need to know what the opposite fact is so I can counter that. But that's how I learned, you know, from my experience in the military and everything else. That's how I do it.
They're crazy is bad enough to make them look crazy. So shining a mirror on is enough without having to, you know, dig down into just you know, obtuse.
But I'm not worried about them. I'm with you guys. I'm not worried about Ren, but I'm worried about the people that are on our side and how we lead them. That's what
I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say, anyways.
Yeah, that's where I don't want people to go, oh, he's just like them. I want them to say, oh, he tried and he did some stuff and he made some points that I can get behind, so that they're not just coming behind me emotional. They're coming behind me equipped with intelligence and understanding of the circumstances. That's been my approach.
That was my point by saying they're crazy is enough to make them look bad, right?
Yeah.
We don't have to pile, you know, false insults on top of that because they're crazy. It's pretty flippin' crazy.
Like I think yesterday, Bren posted something about to her followers to get her scalps.
Yeah, that was mentioned earlier.
Get her some Nazi scalps.
That's bad. That's bad.
So I mean, just reading that, and you're like, whoa, like
she should be banned from Twitter.
And this is after the swatting. I mean, it's like still doesn't get it.
No, she's obtuse. Professor Geek says for $2, see my Meg review for why you need to back it now. And let me read that again. See my Meg review for why you need to back it now, says Professor Geek. Do check that out. It's a really good review. Edgar Cruz for $10 says, I love you, EVS. Please don't take this the wrong way. You said yesterday you felt like you were in the end of Godfather 1.
Yes.
Please remember the ending of Godfather 2. Ruthlessness has consequences.
You know, listen, that's one thing, but it's not like I order hits on people. It's just that it happened that all of the people that I thought deserved to fall down fell down at once.
Hail season.
It was fun. Thank you. It was fun to watch. Turns out that I was wrong though, because Ron had Ryan Johnson. That was a hoax. He still got his job. Yeah, it was a bummer. I am not ruthless. I'm not capable of being ruthless. I offer the light of truth. I will expose these people and I will put energy into it. I will put energy into exposing these people to normal people. I have a big platform now. I've got 99,597 subscribers. Soon to be 100,000, I hope.
Dude, that's gone up 100 since the last time I checked. But that is a fantastic way to say it, Ethan. It is. You're shining the light of truth on it, and the light of truth is enough to show reasonable people what freaking insane people these are.
Well, I mean, you saw my video, okay, and Renfimus's reaction to it.
Their own words.
Their own words. I didn't say anything. All I did was I pointed out their own words. I have to introduce people. What does Comicsgate mean every single time? Because I'm talking to potentially hundreds of thousands of people this video will be watched for a long time. So I'm talking to people who don't understand what Comicsgate is. So whenever you make a video like this, you need to tell a story, let people know, okay, so what is Comicsgate and what is happening and what is the consequence of that? Do not interject your own opinions into things. Just show people the facts. And that's what I did. And just showing people the facts in that video made people very, very angry. The good guys were angry. And the people who were called out in that video, and not even called out, whose words were presented to a larger audience, freaked the F out.
Yeah, they're being held accountable for their own actions and their own words.
Telling me I'm being dishonest, that I'm setting them up. These are your own words. I'm not doing anything. These are your own words. These are the results. This is what is now happening to this man. Wouldn't have happened before. I'm pretty sure nobody would have targeted somebody like Peter Simeti in this way were it not for the campaign of vile, evil, sick, stupid harassment that he endured back in September, and that Renfamous only just brought up again 2 weeks ago. Renfamous said, you know what? Show me some abuse against Peter Simeti. Show it to me. I just hear words. 2 weeks later, he's swatted. That's incredible. So, you know, this is the thing. You know, it's so easy to just go, all right, well, you know, right now they're not attacking me. Right now they're attacking Mike. You know, right now they're attacking Nasser. They're attacking John Malin. They're attacking Doug TenNapel or Edwin or any of my friends. But it's like, I know at this point, first of all, you know, Elliot, the difference between you and me, I think, is that I've already been through this. I've been tried. I've had those feelings that you're having. I've thought through those thoughts that you're thinking. My heart has been broken over and over and over by these people. I've been stunned by the depths to which they sink, the lies that they tell, the enormous damage that they've wreaked on my life and the people that I love, their lives. I've just been shocked by it. And at some point, you just kind of go, you know, okay, I have to adapt to this. I have to accept that this is real, and I've got to actually do something about it. Mike, that's good. It's Cecil.
Yeah, great picture.
Eden,
that's awesome.
She's gonna watercolor it up for the auction. So.
Very nice.
Well, Ethan, I hope you know I'm on your guys' team. I really am.
Oh yeah, Elliot, I know.
Never doubted you.
Yeah, here's what I'm afraid of. It's gonna happen to you too. And when it does happen to you, you are going to be stunned, dude. You are going to be shocked. You're going to say, I can't. Why? What? Look at Peter Simeti right now. He is you. He is you. And once people catch a whiff, I don't think they're aware of you really. Once they catch a whiff of who you are, how powerful you are, and that you kind of align with Comicsgate, you're in real trouble. They are going to come after you. They're going to find out more about you. And you are going to be you're going to be surprised by the level of viciousness that it'll happen. You'll be shocked. You won't recognize human beings anymore. And that's none of this is an exaggeration.
Well, that's why I went on to her account specifically. I spent at least 40 minutes, 50 minutes going through her stuff, and everything you're saying is true. Everything you're saying is true. But I've seen the responses on the others on other posts that I've seen from other people, and they're you know, I don't want to curse on Mike's stream, but they're BS crazy. They're BS crazy. For sure. They're not being reasonable. They're not being human. I'm with you, man. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it, man. I don't need to be convinced, frankly. I get it. I'm just to your point, you know, you're right. It hasn't happened to me. And I'm just very careful. Like I've been in situations where I've there's an old joke I used to make when I would say, yeah, I got your, but people would say I would go to bat for people not knowing all the information. And I would say, yeah, they would say to me, I got your back, way back over here, because they let me go in and let me get blasted for something because I didn't know all the data. Instead of telling me stuff, you know, I've done that for people. I've defended people who didn't deserve my defense. But I'm not saying you guys don't deserve my defense. I'm just saying I don't know all the facts, and I haven't really seen them. And this this thing with Samedi is an important event. As dark as it is for him, it is serving the cause, in that we're seeing, to your point, Ethan, we're seeing it really happen in real time. With a guy like him who never claimed, he never disclaimed, he never what's the word they use, we're using, he never spoke out against Comicsgate, because his whole business model is the business model I believe in. I want to serve everybody. Everybody wears, Republicans and Democrats wear Jordans. You know, that Michael Jordan quote.
He was neutral.
Yeah, he was neutral. But to your point, to what you guys are saying, at some point you got to pick a lane, and you got to stand for something, and because not standing is the same as standing.
Well, I'll just say that, you know, you've always struck me as a very honorable person, and, you know, while you may be an admirable person, I myself, one of the things you have to think about is that you know, throughout my whole entire life, you know, it's like I don't harbor any grudges, and I don't hate anybody. I don't have enough time for hate. But even if there was somebody that I vehemently hated, I would never I would never allow myself. I can't even think of, you know, how somebody can bring themselves to swat somebody like they did Peter. But there are people out there who resort to those actions, who are evil enough to go and do that to somebody like Peter, and they don't care. Unfortunately, they just don't care. And you know, I stated earlier, try to be the best version of yourself that you can be, but
just pick your battles.
Yeah.
I did. I picked this battle.
Yeah, I'm picking this one too.
I'm ready to fight this, because I don't see. Well, I mean, look, if we lose, then comics die. I mean, if we win, comics die too. But I think if we win, we also at the same time win the ability, the freedom to operate, and to sell our own work, and to be comic book artists, comic book creators, without this heavy pall of defamation over us all the time. These people deliberately defaming us, attacking us, destroying reputations of us and people that, you know, we know and love and want to work with. It's a fight it's a hill I'm willing to die on. I talked to Andrew about, what is this, the hill you want to die on? Yep, this is the one. If I die on this hill, I died respectfully. I want to win this fight, and I'm doing everything I can. And you know, I look at their tactics. I don't see why we're not employing some of their tactics against them. I think they're awful people. I think sometimes they do not have honor at all. Zero honor. You can't appeal to them on that level.
They don't back down.
They never back down.
They don't.
So, you know, again, what we have to do is we have to be as persistent in exposing them, as merciless. And I can't stand when people on our side are like, if you just ignore them, just ignore them.
No,
It doesn't work, guys. These aren't people who are turned on. I mean, they're going to continue doing what they do, whether I pay attention to them or not. So it's better that I pay attention to them and drag them out into the sun and humiliate them in front of people. That's it. I'm here to humiliate them in front of the people they're trying to impress. I'm trying to make them lose confidence in the eyes of the people who are impressed by them, who listen to them. Most of these people are cowards. The people who I'm going after are the leaders. They're the heads. They're the people who are actually figuring things out and making moves and ruining lives to the applause of their fans. I want to humiliate them, and if I can get justice done, if I can get them, if I can convict them, if I can get them arrested, if I can get the police, the FBI, anyone involved, I will.
You know, that needs to be like a ban. Like, if you call an innocent person a Nazi or alt-right, that there has to be some kind of consequence. Like, because if you dead name someone on Twitter, you get kicked off of there.
Yeah, no, we have to walk towards the fire, not away from it. We have to walk into this, and we have to hold our heads high because they're lying about us. If I really thought the Comicsgate was a racist movement built on harassment, I would be hiding from them. I'd be like, yeah, we kind of are. Shit. We're not. They are. In point of fact, they are. Their movement is a hate group built on harassment. We are not. We are good people who believe the SJWs are ruining the comic book industry, and they are. And we are simply trying to build our own industry over here and sell comic books and market comic books to our fans, independent of SJWs. That's nothing to be ashamed of. That's something to be damn proud of, and I'm proud of it. So I will walk towards the fire. Whatever happens to me happens, but I'm going to fight this. And it's not, I'm not here to prove to anybody that I am particularly Christ-like or honorable. I'm not here to impress people with my kindness. I'm here to destroy and obliterate SJWs who are destroying the hobby that I love. And I won't stop. And I'm going to do it fair. I'm going to play fair. I'm not going to lie. I will not lie about these people. I will tell the truth, and I will obliterate them.
Yeah. Brett Favre for $9.99. He can't stop sending me money. Thank you. Elliot, you guys can't be responsible for bad apples in Comicsgate. And some of them are SJW weirdos that make fake profiles and post awful things in chat so we all look bad. That's for you, Elliot. But Ethan, did you talk to Mark? I didn't see the rest of that show because I had to actually go to bed.
Mark Walters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. See that Mark Walters is not an SJW. He's a liberal.
That's right.
That's the difference between a liberal and an SJW. A liberal, you can sit there and say, yeah, but I understand you feel that way. You don't like Trump. You've got these views, but you see how you understand how I feel. Do you acknowledge my own humanity, my right to believe what I believe, my right to speak out? Would you defend my right to say what I want to say? Are you here to destroy my life because of what I believe in? And someone like Mark Walters would go, hell no, I'm not. And I can't stand what you believe, but I of course not. I'm a liberal. And that's the difference between Mark Walters and Scott. Mark Walters, he wouldn't take a second to answer the question, does Doug have the right to earn a living and provide for his family? Wouldn't take a second. Yeah, of course he would.
Yeah.
Of course he does. So, we have to make that acknowledgement. It's the difference between liberals and SJWs. SJWs are a distinct breed. They're poisoned.
They're basically the alt left.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
they're Antifa,
I agree with that. I would just add this one last, I wouldn't call it a caveat, but just one more angle on it. I'm not worried about, I'm not trying to virtue signal to anyone either. I'm concerned about my son. My son is 15 years old this weekend, and he's surrounded by all this noise. And I've got to show him that I did the best that I could in a better way, that I wouldn't be just like them, because he looks up to me. And I know that that's what we're all trying to do, because I think that's why I love what you're saying, Ethan. You're doing it good, man. Brother, I like your videos. I watch your videos. I'm sharing your videos because I believe in what you're saying. And I want to get more. What I'd like to do, and we don't have to do it necessarily, but I want to talk to you more like offline and just get more of the story. Really, I need that, because then I can speak more with strength. I also don't want to make us look foolish if I don't have the whole story, because I see a lot of people go out there doing a lot of the same thing. They just mimic what they hear, the talking points, and they're not really making the case. And so when someone like me who's trying to understand what's going on, I really am seeing some of the same tactics, not the tactic of like the samurai sword tactic that you're using right now, that they also use. Like they're cutting real deep with these weird, strategies of deceit. But you're battling it with truth, and you're doing it right. But I'm saying I've seen people where I'm like, I don't understand what they're exactly arguing for, because they sound just like them to me. So I don't know what to believe from certain people. But going back to this though, I'm with you, man, and I just need to get. I want to get a better history of what's going on.
And you need it. Yeah, you definitely need it.
I think it's
I'll fight alongside you any day, bro.
I know you will. Elliot, it's going to happen for you. It's called being red pilled. It is going to happen for you. You're going to see this and it's going to hit you. And I'm telling you, dude, it's going to be a weird thing because, again, I know exactly where you are and I know why I'm where I'm at now. I went through all this. I figured all this out last year at this time, exactly a year ago. I declared I was Comicsgate. And I fought it so hard, dude. I fought it so hard. I just said, I'm Comicsgate. And when I said I'm Comicsgate, a lot of other pros kind of started thinking about being Comicsgate too. John Malin at the same time, John Malin was like, I'm Comicsgate. John Malin actually pushed me into it. John Malin was one of the first real pros who was just like, came out swinging. And I remember being kind of like, hey, John, you got to cool it. John gave an impassioned speech on my YouTube channel last January. And I told him, I was like, are you sure you want to be saying these kinds of things? He's absolutely right. John Malin has perfect clarity, moral clarity about this. And he said, no, this is exactly what I mean. And whatever, again, John has the same sort of attitude. This is the hill that I will die on because this is what I trained to do my entire life. I came here to be a comic book artist, and I can't be a comic book artist because the comic book artist has a bunch of radicals squatting in it right now. The comic book industry has a bunch of radicals squatting in it, ruining it, and keeping me from doing my job. Yeah. This has to be the hill that I die on, or I have to find something else that I want to do. Now Comicsgate has been built up from that. Once we got a lot of pros involved, we don't have to work in the mainstream comic book industry anymore. And they're still coming after us. They're still coming after us. What does that tell you? It's not about, hey, we're protecting our turf anymore. It's about we have to annihilate any outsiders who might criticize or point out the fact that we've overtaken this turf. And once we do it, we laugh about it. When we destroy someone, we celebrate. We laugh about it.
That's making them look bad.
Well, that's we need to kind of be firm, and we need to be dedicated to winning ground back, and it's going to take a while. It's a complicated thing. Something like Richard Pace and Mark Russell, losing Vertigo, like the new Vertigo line falling apart. That's great. That's great. If we can just kind of have more successes like that, where more of these SJWs are shown not only to be crazy radicals, but to be unsellable, to create unsellable product, to bankrupt big companies. We watch these retailers go out of business. A lot of this is happening on its own, but we need to be there to point it out every single time. This is why this is happening. And we told you.
How bad is that Vertigo line?
It's so bad, dude. Oh, it's so bad. What a mistake. Yeah.
I live in a weird fear of some of this stuff. Not fear, but like a paranoia. Because Richard Pace follows me on Instagram and almost likes everything I post.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, what the hell's going on here? Why? I know he knows. I've been sharing things. I'm sharing stuff now on Instagram concerning stuff on Comicsgate. And I'm just starting to. I'm like, why does he not? But to your point, I don't think they don't realize that I'm this way about it. But again, I feel like I'm, to your point, I'm still educating myself on.
They think they can turn you still. You're not. They see you, and I think they saw you bowing your head the other day too, and I think they're thinking, yeah, we're gonna get Elliot back.
Well, I will say this though. That's because my microphone is. I can't talk into this thing. So I didn't mean to put up a posture that.
We got him.
No.
We need to present a united front, and I don't know how that happens. I really didn't like to be in that situation with Doug, who was like, you know what Doug was doing when Scott was insulting him? Doug was kind of acting like who was Marty McFly's father in Back to the Future?
I was just watching Back to the Future yesterday.
He was doing that same thing, like, oh, Biff. But
Yeah, George McFly.
You know, George McFly. Yeah, it's like, you know, Scott was Biff going, nah, you can fucking die. Excuse my language. You can die in a ditch. And Doug was like, wow, come on, Biff.
You wouldn't want me to lose my job, would you?
Like, that's how Doug was. And I was watching it happen. I'm like, Doug, you're being bullied by this guy. You're being bullied by this guy. You're not standing up for yourself.
Somebody out there Photoshop that, please.
I will say that situation there, it was a very challenging situation. You know that Doug is very, very careful how he says things, and at the right times. He'll go bold on his channel with the right setup. I think that was I think no one was prepared. He prepares for stuff like that. I don't think he was prepared for that conversation. And I think he was I think everyone was trying to be to call audibles on the field at that moment.
I don't think that's it. I think he's still he's blinded by years and years of friendship, and I don't think he could accept or understand coming out of Scott's mouth when he's like, oh, what you mean you want a right to actually make a living and speak your mind? I don't know.
He refers to it as them being under a spell.
I think what Ethan said was the most accurate. Like, Doug is that guy that's gonna let the zombie in.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
he is. Yeah, this guy, he used to be a human being. He's got to be in there somewhere.
We can still save him.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna push someone down for loving more. But I do see that he was getting bullied. I do see that.
I am. You can't do it, dude. It's not about love. You got to love yourself first, and you can't allow yourself. You can't respect yourself if you allow yourself to get bullied and kicked around like that.
That's absolutely true.
Doug was. I mean, Doug's hoping against hope. Here's one thing that you also kind of have to do. You kind of have to acknowledge that the industry itself is full of SJWs, and everyone else is afraid to admit it. So everyone else is trying to coexist in there, but you've made up your mind. You've announced that you're Comicsgate. Right. You need to have a funeral in your heart for all of your old friends, and of the comic book industry until they come back to you. I've personally said, you know what? I have so many friends in comics that have they've not denounced me, or they're just quiet, and I've had a funeral in my heart for them. When they're ready, when everything changes, which I think it will, I'll expect to hear from them. When the comic book industry dies, and it will, I expect to hear from some of them looking for work, and I will be here with my arc all set up, all caps comics, to provide these people with work. They can work for me, and we can do great stuff. But until then, Doug hasn't had that funeral in his heart yet for somebody like Scott. He's hoping Scott is still in there. Whatever Scott he knew, can you imagine a benevolent version of that creature? Whatever he remembers of Scott being good, that still exists in his heart. And he doesn't realize it's not that he's entranced by a fairy spell. He's a zombie now, and he's going to eat your brains.
No, I don't think the Scott he thinks he was friends with ever existed.
I agree. I can't imagine that.
And Robin Channing makes a great point. When Scott asked, was it worth it? It showed he didn't.
That was the heart of it all. It's like, okay, so now you see what we've done to you. That's what he was saying. He was saying, just see what we've done to you for having your little right-wing views. Was it worth it? Was it worth it to have your views and be yourself? And the answer, of course, is yes. I don't have a choice. I am who I am. I can't be someone else. I believe what I believe. I am the person that I am. And of course, whatever that costs me is worth it. And how dare you? I mean, this idiot. But I mean, to so many people, they're absolutely terrified of these SJWs. And they're just kind of keeping their mouth. It's not worth it. It's not. The comic book industry is not that great, guys. I'm telling you, I was at the tip top of the comic book industry.
Hey, it is a great place to go broke.
Yeah, I was always struggling to pay my bills. Always.
It's such a bad industry.
Yeah. And I wasn't having fun. And the whole time, I was getting scripts and I'm like, I think I'm smarter than these people. That's the thing. When you're having creative meetings with people and you're kind of like, kind of feel like I'm smarter than these people, but I'm not in a position to do anything. Like I can't like, okay, yeah, what are we gonna do next year with this book? Oh, I don't really like that. You know, like I'd rather we do this. And they go, I don't know. And you go, yeah, my idea is better than yours. You know, and the thing about it is that when I was working with Jeff Johns, it was great because Jeff Johns and I like acknowledged each other's you know, brilliance.
Dude, there are not hardly any good writers in comics.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Jeff, when you work with Jeff Johns, he spoils you for everyone else because Jeff and I would have the best conversations, and like he would listen to my ideas and he would take them and build on them, and then vice versa. And that's the kind of, when I was working with almost everybody else, it was like, these are a dullard's ideas. These are really bad. I'm going to draw them, and I'm going to hope for something better the next time. And that it never came. And I felt like I was dying over there towards the end.
Yeah.
You know, just getting my pages and going, I'm not even going to read the script before I start drawing it. Just what's on page 1.
I know. I did.
Do you do the same thing? I was just like, I didn't even read it. You know, I just drew it.
Yeah, towards the end, I did that too. I would just draw it and then not even care about what the story.
Mm-hmm. That's when you're in a bad spot.
It's 12:30 here. Got to get up in the morning. I know it's later on your side of the country, but
how convenient.
Sorry. Let me grab these last 2 super chats. Liam Gray says, "Can I pop in for 5 minutes and tell my past with SJWs?" You could have, Liam, but I'm wrapping this up. Muerta says, "Understand SJWs were raised with a completely different ideology." Not necessarily raised. I would disagree. I don't think a lot of them were indoctrinated into it in school and college. They are homegrown foreigners in our very own countries. They are the enemy within, man. They're the enemy within, and they're here to destroy our great country. But guys, I don't know if you guys got somewhere else to go, but you can't stay here.
All right, I'm starting a live stream.
Shout out their contact. Oh yeah, everyone knows who you are, Ethan. Andrew,
what up?
Oh, you want to give so people can follow you?
Yeah, yeah, I'm on Twitter at Andrew Huerta 93 and on Instagram at The Huerta.
All right. Jerkmonger.
Yeah, you can find me Jerkmonger here on YouTube and on Twitter. And I swear, if anybody calls me a cuck or a soy again, you're gonna know what I'm talking about.
Young Lee.
Hey guys, Battle Made a Knuckle Bomb is still available on demand. You can find it at kyunglee.com as well as my social media.
Right on. Ethan is at Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Ethan, did you want to say goodbye?
No, well, I was thinking about starting a stream, but I don't know if I will. I think I'm just gonna keep my head down and listen to music and get to work. But I'll do a morning show tomorrow. I think that's the best thing to do. Love you guys. Thank you so much. We're at 99,625 subscribers, Mike. 375 to go, and we'll be the first Comicsgate channel to get to 100K.
Ethan, did you notice that I changed the name of this stream to Aloha Hour? Hey, Mike.
That's progress.
Yeah.
This is Blacklist Universe. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Do like and subscribe if you have not already. And do check out themegcomic.com. Themegcomic.com. It is on Indiegogo. It is my art and my writing. So check that out. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Love you all. God bless. Good night and aloha.
Good night, guys. Bye.
Word, right on.